go. A chance over to the near side. We're going to have to replay this horn. Down low to the near side they go, battling for possession. Zaka in the offensive end, going to be over there to middle stat, over to Zaka. Zaka, he shoots. He scores! That's a trick. Didn't have to go. Face off. And the gloves drop immediately. We got a fight breaking out here. Kostelic getting some punches up against Sam Carrick. They're right at the center ice. Going to be a big shot and a big win by Mark Kostelic as he gets ripped down by Carrick after the fight. That's going to be an added penalty. That's going to be a game misconduct, I think, for Carrick. And the Devils are going to clear that zone over to the near side. Here comes Heischer on a chance. A shot. Denied. Rebound shot. What a save by Carter Hart. Waiting for it is, I believe it's going to be, it's not going to be Marner in front of the net. Here comes a chance. A shot. He scores! This is going to be Paul Cotter on the first shootout. Taking it in towards the net. Going to make a shot. Deflected by Carter Hart. Jesper Bratt moving in. He takes a shot. He scores! Jesper Bratt gets the first goal of the shootout. The Devils have a 1-0 advantage. Here we go. Mark Stone. No attempts this season on the shootout. Here's his first. Moving into the near side, over to the far. He shoots and it's gloved by Jake Allen. Mitch Marner, ready to go. Taking it in from the near side. Working around with speed to the far. He goes and he scores! Oh no, did he double shoot it? Yeah, it's correct. Gloves immediately coming off. We got a fight right here at the beginning. Who is that? Is Zadorov and number 47, that's Struble, going at it right at the opening whistle. And here we go, Zadorov laying a couple of fists, and it's going to be back against the boards on the near side. A couple of fists going either direction. Still clinging on to each other over on the far side. Now they're all the way back into the Bruins offensive end. Still on their feet, still laying punches. Helmet comes off of Struble, and still laying some punches to Zadorov. And now Struble trying to get back in this fight, but Zadorov is absolutely dominating it, and they break it up on the boards. Up to the top of the zone, over to Mantha, intercepted, and here comes a breakaway chance for the Flames. He shoots, he scores. Connor Zary getting the first goal of the game on a breakaway after an interception. There's the goal horn. There it is. I was wondering when that was going to proc. But yeah. Going to take the draw and going to be won by the Pens. That's going to be Kindle. Up to the near side to Shea. Shea working down low. Going to try and take it behind the net. Trying to create some room. Over to the far side. To the top of the zone. Over to St. Ivan. He sends a shot. Deflected. Oh, I thought that was in the net. It went over to the far side. Battling down low in front of chance. A shot. He's gone!
He will not be denied twice. He will not be denied twice.
Billy Quinn, let's freaking go. That's how you do it, my boy. Passing back over to Novak. Novak taking it around over to the far side. Going to try and connect with Chinikov if he can. But here we go. Oh, boy. Here we go over to the near side. Carlson passing across. A chance. A shot. He's done. Guys, win. Let's freaking go, baby. Save the kid.
Took it on his took it on his shoulder and said, "Let me just clear this one."
That is how you do it. Send the kid clearing the Penguins bench. Let's let that horn sing, baby. That is how you do it. The Pens pulling a comeback win off and not blowing it. That is how you freaking do it. That's how the Pittsburgh Mother Loving Penguins do it. If they keep playing like this, we'll be covering Penguins hockey late into the summer. Let's go! The Pittsburgh Mother Loving Penguins getting a big overtime goal. Ready to roll. Face off in the Pens offensive end. Going to be taken back by the Red Wings. Sider along the far side boards. Up through the far side. Battling into the neutral zone. Taken back by the Pens to the near side. Here comes Crosby. Looking to pass it across. He's a chance. A shot. He's gone! Run! Russ! Front of the net, working with that puck, clearing it out. It's Kindle. A chance. A breakaway. He shoots. He scores! Igor Chinikov! Getting his first goal as a Penguin. Let's go, baby! 2-0 Penguins. Let's go! That is how you freaking do it. How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here, joined by our good pal Coney, who didn't do his job tonight, to get ready to provide you live play-by-play coverage and reactions to the LA Kings hosting the Nashville Predators. A big game in the Western Conference playoff picture as both of these teams are in desperation mode. These teams are fighting for the last playoff spot, the last wild card spot in the West. Utah all but has their spot locked up as long as they don't collapse down the stretch, so they are playing for that second wild card spot. The Predators, given their schedule, have held the keys to the kingdom, but the Kings are chomping at the bit to try and get in and get that spot back. This game is a must-win for both of these teams, and they are going to be doing everything they can to ensure their victory, as a single loss could be the difference between making the playoffs and sitting at home come April 18th. So a big game for both of these teams nonetheless, going into tonight on the tails of that Sabres and Lightning game, which was absolutely incredible. That was a treat. And this game has even bigger stakes because this is essentially a win or go home kind of situation for both of these teams. It is do or die mode, and we are ready to gear up for puck drop here just mere minutes away. Ultimately, I am expecting this game to be a close back and forth affair. I'm expecting these teams to come out hungry, quick, aggressive, and fast. I expect this game to be a fast-paced game. I'm expecting probably about 30 shots on goal to 35 shots on goal apiece for both teams. I think we're going to see a lot of shooting, a lot of aggression out of both ends, and I really think this is going to be a fast-paced, high-scoring game. These teams both have potentials to do it. Both the goalies tonight have potentials to let up a lot of goals. Tonight we got Yusei Saros starting in net for the Predators and Anton Forsberg starting in net for the Kings. And these two teams in the past have let up plenty of goals with these goalies. So don't be shocked if we see a high-scoring game. What is the puck line entering this one? Let me see if I can find that real quick. The over-under is... Let me see. What is the over-under on this one? They have over-under at 5.5 goals. I'd be betting the over if I were a betting man, but I could be wrong, so don't take that as guaranteed gambling advice. Taking a look throughout the rest of the season, though, it was a 5-4 final, both games going to a shootout between these two games. The first one, October 25th, where the Predators won 5-4. The second one, the Predators winning 5-4 on the road in LA on April 2nd. Just I think, was it last Thursday? Yeah, last Thursday. Getting the big win 5-4 in a shootout again. Will we have a third shootout? Will we go 3 for 3 on shootouts? We will see. But the first period will be underway here, puck dropping in mere moments from now. So we should be ready for a good game in Crypto.com Arena. Let me know your guys' thoughts over in the chat. Keeping an eye on that throughout the whole stream as we get ready to cover this high-stakes game between these two teams. Taking a look in the first period in the last two games overall, goal differential, the Predators +5, the Kings -4. 18 scoring chances for the Preds, 20 for the Kings, and 8 interslot shots to 1 favoring the Predators. So ultimately, looking at the first period in the last two games overall, the Predators look like the more dangerous team, the team to beat. So we'll see. Can the Kings get it going? They are pounding on the drum, ready to go here. First period underway at center ice, won by the Predators. Over to the far side, Doughty pokes up into the offensive end, chasing it down to the near side. Along the boards, off of the stick of Trevor Moore, into the corner, down low again, Byfield sending it up. And taken back by the Predators. Into the corner, down low, chance shot for the Kings. Not going to go by LaFerriere. Working it around the near side boards. Moore trying to punch it in. Many chances to punch it in, but none of them really going on net. Working around now over to the far side. Along the boards, top of the zone with a shot. Not going to make it to the net to the far side. Trevor Moore again. Along the boards, top of the zone, back into center ice they go. The Kings with possession off of Kempe to the near side, off of the stick of Anderson. Into the corner, near side, Kempe down low to the far side, off of Ante Kopitar. Along the boards they go. Taken back by Nashville. clearing it up to the top of the zone, working with it now along the boards, passing to the near side, intercepted at center ice off of the stick of Edmondson and the body, as there's a battle for the puck ensuing. The Kings from the far side, shot, kicked away, rebound chance, and it goes to the near side, top of the zone, into the neutral zone, as the Kings will clear themselves out. Back on into the defensive end, near side, taken by the Predators off of the stick of Matthew Wood. Behind the net to the far side, battling for that possession along the boards. Into the corner, still tied up, trying to free that puck out of here. And over to the near side, taken by Brian Dumoulin of the Kings. Up through center ice to the near side, driving down, passing back. And that's going to be offside. That's surprising. I thought that was onside by a mile, but what do I know? I'm not the referee. Even though half of them are blind, it seems, in the NHL. Oh, man. Well, we are ready to rumble here. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the chat. Who do you guys think claims the last wild card spot in the West? Who gets that wild card 2? Who makes it? I'm curious what you guys think. As we got a face-off to the near side in the neutral zone. Battling for possession, the Preds get it back. Moving it up the far side, off of the stick of Justin Barron. Up into the offensive end it goes. Behind the net of Forsberg to the far side. Dumoulin tied up with the Predators. To the near side, Nashville to the point. Shot denied, not even making it to the net. And along the boards, down low into the corner. Over to the far side, chasing it down is Evangelista. And with that puck is Evangelista back in behind the net, losing it after the check. And the Kings get it to the far side. Up through center, they're going to flip it on in, and it's going to be back on in behind the net around the near side. The Kings trying to pass it through. Not able to go. And Nashville, Kemmel moving it up now through center, and it gets played by Forsberg up to the top of the zone and out for the Kings. Wrestled away by Svechkov, and into the offensive end, they'll send it. Back on in behind the net of Forsberg. Tied up into the corner now to the far side. Daddy getting to it, but top of the zone, shot for the Predators, not going to go. Over to the near side, corner again to the far behind the net now to the near side. Flipping it up into the neutral zone, a big stretch pass with a chance, a shot, going to go in front of the net. And over to the far side, tied up for possession. Top of the zone, the Kings. To the near side, Edmondson. Shot, not going to go. And flipped out to the top of the zone, kept in by Edmondson. Behind the net to the far side. Along the boards. Working for possession, Byfield. Moving it around, and we got a whistle. Is this going to be a penalty? Let's see. Taking a look at Artemi Panarin. 53 assists this season and 80 points this season, both leading the Kings. By the way, Forsberg, 274 goals against, 905 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. Won the last start Wednesday against St. Louis on a 12-11-5 record. Okay. You know, the Predators are 16, 16, and 6 on the road this season. Well, that's not crazy at all. So here we go. Working with that puck now. We got a face-off on the far side. It's won by Kopitar. Back into the defensive end, over to the near side in the neutral zone. Flipping it in behind the net of Soros. To the far side it goes. In the corner, Kopitar. Losing control to the Predators, top of the zone. The Kings get it to the point to the near side. Edmondson off his skate and into the corner near side. Up to the point. Kempe passing back. Again to the far side, passing down, taken by the Predators, moving it up the other way with some speed into the offensive end. They'll send it behind Forsberg over to the far side, and it's going to be flipped out by the Kings. Taken back by Nashville to the near side in their own end, and the Kings push it right back into the Predators' defensive end. Wing to wing to the near side to Barron. Passing wing to wing up into the offensive end they'll go. Driving from the corner, shot and saved by Forsberg. Looking at Nashville, I mean, they've been quietly good this year. Looking at Soros, 28, 20, and 7 this year, 314 save percentage, 894 save percentage, 314 goals against. 0 shutouts. 2-0-0 against the Kings this year, though, allowing 8 goals in 2 5-4 shootout victories. So here we go. Looking at Jussi Soros, Mr. No Goals himself. Every time the Kings score tonight, I'm just going to say, no goals. No goals. So here we go, to the far side, down low into the corner, backing around LaFerriere to the top of the zone, maintained by Nashville to the far side, back to the point, shot, and glove down by Forsberg. Leroux on an 80-mile-an-hour zinger. That's plucked clean out of the air by Forsberg. An absolute beauty. Taking a look on the bench over there at Darcy Kemper, the Kings' backup goalie tonight. Playing back in behind Forsberg. And the Preds win the draw from the point, sending it down low into the corner. Working with it, yo, Romy! Romy, you're freaking awesome, man. Cone thinks you're awesome, too. And here we go. Into the offensive end it's going to be not Kopitar. I thought it was. In front of the net, not going to go. That drive, by the way, was by Trevor Moore, but moving it up the other way, Ryan O'Reilly to the far side, Stammer. Into the corner, down low, near side, played out by the Kings behind the net. Over to the far side, O'Reilly tried to get to it to the near side, now intercepted. Into the offensive end it goes by Perbix. Into the near side, along the boards, top of the zone, sent down into the corner. Tied up for that puck is going to be Yost alongside the Kings, Drew Doughty. And over to the near side corner, Daddy with that puck. Up through the defensive end, working with it, passing it, stretch pass to Byfield, and shot is going to go wide of no goals himself, Saros. And the Kings take it back into the offensive end, driving down to the net, wrapping it around in front of the net, chance, kicked away by Saros, he scores! That goal going to be number 40, Joel Armia. No goals. Let's go ahead and play that King's goal horn for it. Let's go ahead and let it sing because it's not automated. No goals. No goals. Yeah, how's that going for you say? Oh, man. A nice little wraparound chance on the kick away and a zinger by Armia. Right on up into the near side corner, getting that spot where just Saros was not ready for it. Saros was down low. Armia gets it in, goes maybe off his helmet. Off the helmet of Saros into the net. All right. No goals himself, letting up a goal fairly easily on the Kings' second shot. Played by Saros to the near side after the draw, over to the far side. The Kings keeping it in the zone. Driving down, looking for some help. Shot, not going to go. And it's going to end up out of play. All right. Let's see here. Taking a look again at Joel Armia. There's Mr. No Goals. After the letting up the goal. And a nice play by the Kings there to flip that possession. I mean, it was going to be the Predators going the other way. Ripped away by Armia. Circles around, played by Saros, and just flipped right on up on into the net. That was an absolute beauty. Taking a look real quick around the rest of the league. The Jets beating the Kraken 6-2. Oh, excuse me. And, of course, the Sabres beating the Lightning 4-2. If you weren't there, why weren't you? That was one of the bigger streams we've done this year. But either way, into the corner, behind the net, the Kings in the offensive end, working to the near side, top of the zone, cycling it around, shot by Panarin to the far side, it goes. Along the boards, a nice shot laid out by Kempe, and the Kings get it back at center ice. To the near side, that's going to be Kopitar, passing across, is it in? What a save by No Goals, you say, Saros. That's going to be a save of all time right there. That's going to be a save of the year. By the way, Ryan Donato getting a goal for the Chicago Blackhawks. 1-0 Blackhawks over the Sharks at the end of the first period. Oh, man. But yeah, ultimately a great game so far, though. A great game playing in. Okay. Let us see. Let us see. Yeah, just kind of rolling here. Oh my gosh, hold on. That's it. That was all the sneeze I had. I felt that sneeze coming for like 5 minutes. That's all it was. That sucks. There was gonna be something a lot bigger than that. But we'll see. All right. They're advertising some sort of resort, it looks like. I don't know. But none of my business as we are rolling here. Okay. But yeah, we are ready to rumble. Oh, man. Take a look at our poll real quick in the chat. We got 8 votes in it, and we're split right down the middle over there. 50-50. All right. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, Stuart Skinner! Oh! Whoa! That's not just a black eye! That's a black quarter of a face! Oh my gosh! Yeah, Stuart Skinner does he has no vision out of his right eye. So he has no depth percentage. He has no depth perception. You can't be a goalie without depth perception. Oh my gosh. So let's see. Ready to roll here. Face off on the far side, won by the Preds, flipping it up the other way. That's going to be Philip Forsberg, dumping it into the offensive end, over to the near side corner. Along the boards, kicked out by the Kings, taken back by the Preds in the neutral zone. Over to the far side, into the offensive end, behind the net of Forsberg to the near side. Playing it up, kicked around by the Kings, but the Preds get it back after everybody's done playing around. Forsberg with a shot loose in front of the net to the far side, not going to go. And the Kings will get possession back over to the near side to Anze Kopitar. Up through center, into the offensive end, the Kings go on the far side after going for a change. Panarin up to the top of the zone, over to Anderson. Around the near side, cycling pass, shot not gonna go. Back to Panarin, over to the far side, driving down, shot, and that goes high and out of play. Where's the image? Do you guys really want to see the image? It's bad. It's bad. Really bad. Let me see here. Nope. I don't want starting video. I want the source window capture. It is bad. Don't say I didn't warn you. It's bad. That is Stuart Skinner. That is Stuart Skinner's black eye. That's not good. That's not good at all. That whole eye is swelled shut. Over to the far side, top of the zone. Yeah, that it's a good thing he didn't play like that. I'm just saying, if he would have played like that, that would have been a 10-5 massacre. Oh my god. So over to the near side, the Preds trying to hit a pass and shoot, not able to connect. Down low to the far side, sent into the corner, off of the stick of Leroux. And that puck gets cleared out by the Kings as the Preds get it back to the offensive end. Working it around the near side, sliding into the boards, losing control. The Kings get it back. Byfield passing it up and clearing it up. Chased down by the Preds, off of the stick of Wood, wing to the far side, connecting with Willsby. Passing it up through center now to the offensive end, driving the net. Wood pass, shot! Not going to go around the near corner. Like any blacker, he'd be accused of doing blackface. Yeah, it was bad. So here we go, to the far side, into the corner, wrapped around by Helenius. To the near side, it's the Predators with possession. Up through center they go. To the far side, the Kings trying to take it back, and it's going to be a Kings offside. Yeah, that was a bad black eye. That was one of the worst I've seen. But we'll see. We will see. The first star of the Buffalo game, by the way, was Alex Tuck. Which makes sense. But here we go. Moving it around now. Waiting on the draw. Taking a look at the players out there for the Kings. Malott, Helenius, Ward, Edmonton, and Clark. And center ice draw lost by Helenius, won by the Preds. Wing to wing in the defensive end. Passing it up now through center into the offensive end by Camel. Around the near side, Joel Edmondson gets to it for the Kings. The Preds trying to take it back, and the Kings will ultimately come back on it. Man, I had to censor the word blacker for that send. Oh, boy. So here we go. The Preds driving the corner over to the near side, behind Forsberg to the far side, top of the zone. Shot from the corner, not going to go. Loose to the near side along the boards. And that puck gets cleared all the way out, chased down by the Predators. Now through center to the far side, into the offensive end. And behind the net, I got to change Nightbot. Where are you, Nightbot, buddy? I got to change you. As the Predators are moving in. Let me see here. Do we have... Nope, I don't have it. Timers. There we go. I need to edit that timer. We're going to call it 9:50. Update. We are 96 away. Bro, I'm going to make like an actual countdown to 1K and probably put it in the right corner, bottom right corner of like the me window. Either that or down the right side of my window. I don't know. I have to see. I have to see how layout it will work. But here we go. Over to the near side along the boards, working with it. And that was a spin around takedown by the Kings. As that puck goes back in behind the net of Soros to the far side. Along the boards, the Preds on top of it. Trying to clear it out, they do. Taken back by the Kings at center ice. Into the offensive end, driving it down far side. Panarin pass. Not quite able to hit Kempe. And the Kings are going to lose possession just to get it back out of their own end. Working with it now to the far side and back again. Over to the near side, flipping it up through center into the offensive end, and it's going to be back into the near corner. Chasing it down is going to be Brady Shea. Up through the far side, into the offensive end for the Predators, but nice job defensively by Mikey Anderson to not let that happen. Kopitar sending it back down to Forsberg, and he's going to lay it for Drew Doughty. Working with that puck now. That's Daddy to the far side. Up through center on a pass, intercepted off of Jost. Now around the far side. I thought it was Jost, but no, it's Jost. I wrote it down, Jost, not Jost. But here we go, to the far side. And it's going to be played by No Goals himself. And a big collision to the near corner, top of the zone, driving it around near side. Trevor Moore into the corner, not going to get it. And it's the Preds going up the other way, through center into the offensive end, but the Kings. Mikey Anderson flipping it back out. Over to the near side, along the boards, battling for that possession. Coming up the other way is Wood, driving into the offensive end to the near side to Jost. And going to be taken and kicked back out by the Kings. This game is very much one of possession, not one of big wins. Yo, Andrew, welcome in. How you doing, bro? Man, you missed it. We had an explosive stream. The Sabres and Lightning, man, that was an explosive stream. We had consistently 40 people in here plus since the first period. We hit like, I think 130 at one point. I was just like, absolutely crazy. But over to the far side, into the corner, down low. Battling for that possession behind the net of Mr. No Goals, Jusei Saros. To the near side, the Kings. Quick shot, not gonna go. Mr. Quick Draw, not quick enough. Along the boards, driving it down now, near side, trying to wrap it around behind the net with the puck is Malott. Shot loose in front of Saros again! And he's ultimately gonna glove it and freeze it. Oh, man. But yeah, that was an incredible stream. Again, for everyone who was here, man, that was freaking awesome. That was freaking awesome. So let's see here. They are stepping away for another commercial. But we are rolling our way here. Okay. But yeah, we are just rolling here. Again, taking a look at what we got news-wise. Oh, man. So, we'll see here. Again, just seeing what's new. Okay. But yeah, we are just rolling our way through here. What was that? That was... Oh, man, a bit of an exchange yesterday between the Oilers and the Knights, which makes sense. They're in a tight race with each other. Also, we got Coney. We got Coney here for the Pirates games. So that when the Pirates hoist the cone, we can hoist the Coney. So Coney's gonna live here now. He's gonna live there for the foreseeable future. Okay. But yeah, just kind of rolling our way here. Man. But yeah, just kind of rolling our way here as ESPN is buffering. That's fun. That is fun. Okay. But we are ready to rumble. Okay. Let me see. So we are back here in LA as we are ready to see what we got out of these two teams. Again, just kind of looking for it. Okay. So we'll see here. We will see. Hopefully Holmberg's all right, though. We took a look. Oh, man. But yeah. So we are just kind of having our good old time here. Looking at the Cup champions, 2011, 2012, and 2013, 14. As here we go. Near side circle draw, won by the Preds over to the far side. Kicking it up through center, driving it in, dumping it into the offensive end, taking a massive dump on the City of Angels. And the Predators trying to move it to the far side. They have possession, but they lose it in the neutral zone. Taking it back to the near side. And up through center ice to the offensive end. They'll send it, chasing it down. Now behind the net is going to be the Kings with possession. That's Daddy. Over to the near side, Anderson. Up through center, Kempe to the near side to Kopitar. Kempe sends it down behind the net to the far side, past Panarin along the boards. And moving it around now into the neutral zone. Here come the Predators, loose puck to the near side. I just realized something. I think for the first time we have a line that counts up. 9, 10, 11. That being the Kempe, Panarin, Kopitar line. But here we go. Near side, Mikey Anderson flipping it up through center. At least the first time in a hot minute. I don't think I've seen a line like that before. But over to the near side, moving it up now, the Predators. Wing to wing through center into the offensive end, looking for some trouble, but not going to find it as my USB hub keeps falling down. And around now the far side boards, trying to drive the net. The Predators are, but the Kings on top of the puck, quite literally. And it's going to be flipped around off of the far side. And cleared out off of the stick thereof. Going to be, I don't have him on my call sheet. Might have been no, it's not Forsberg. It was off the stick of 21. I don't have 21. But it looks like it's going to be a Kings icing. All right. So yeah, we are ready to roll. The only thing I wish we had is that, you know, I love it when the streams start going. I just wish that Sabres game went to overtime, because that would have been awesome. But here we go, over to the near side boards, moving it around, the Predators, sending it down, heaving it into the corner, and the puck ends up going out of play. All right. Oh my gosh. It's definitely been a long day. That's for sure. But here we go. Just taking a look here at a couple of things as we have the time. Okay. So 6:11 to go here in the first. Face off to the left of Forsberg. Gonna be on the near side. Ready to roll. And let's see if I can figure out who that is in the face-off circle. Let me get a reload here. Who are you? Number 21, who are you? I don't have you. Over to the far side, moving it up now along the boards. And into the offensive end near side, Byfield. Looking for some help, sends it behind Soros. Over to the far side and back on into the corner. Oh man, moving it around now to the far side boards. Oh, that might be Scott Lawton. Is that Lawton? It could be. So here we go. That puck gets cleared out. Chasing it down now. And over to the near side. into the offensive end, driving it around now into the corner, over to the far side. Along the boards behind the net of Saros with the puck to the far side, working it around off of the stick of Moore. Let me see here. Scott Lawton. I want to see here. I want to see if that's right. Scott Lawton, as we got a whistle. Yeah, Scott Lawton's number 21. That's who it is. Okay, number 21, not 24. My source is wrong. Let me just go ahead and rewrite that here. Lawton. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure. We were good. Okay. But yeah, we shall see. Okay. Bro, they added the Seahawks logo to the Hawks Nest in Lumen Field. Are you... Man. That's crazy. That is crazy. But we'll see here. Ready to roll. Man. Okay. So yeah, we are rolling our way here through this game between the LA Kings and the Nashville Predators, the game to watch in the Western Conference tonight because it has massive playoff implications. Okay. We'll see here again, just kind of taking a look around at a few things. Yo, Tromboner. Yeah, bro, you weren't there for the whole stream, but that stream like popped off, bro. That stream like freaking popped. I guess it was just the game, but like we ended up with 40 plus people consistently in the stream since like the midway point of the first period. Like it was crazy. Like it just kept on going. The graph was like intermission, second period, intermission, third period, end of game. It was crazy. But over to the near side, shot by the Kings. Nice save by Saros. Over to the near side, the Preds trying to move it out through center, taken back on Zay Kopitar into the offensive end. At the far side, from the top of the zone, working it down low near side, nobody home. And the Predators are going to move it out the other way. Up through center they go to the far side. Driving shot wide of the net, near side, off of the stick of Yossi. Along the boards, down low, played in front of the net for the Preds. Nice defensive maneuver there, though, off of the stick of Branch Clark. And the Kings get it up the other way. Here comes Anze Kopitar, dumping it into the offensive end and going for a change. Over into the far side, now behind the net, the Predators working behind Yusei Saros. And moving it up now the far side, in front of the Kings bench, dumping it into the offensive end they go. Over to the near side, along the boards. Cleared out by the Kings. Giving chase is Jeff Malott. Into the corner, giving a hard time to Justin Barron. And a big hit along the boards. Slow to get up on the far side is going to be Brady Shea. And that is going to be, we got a whistle for a puck out of play. Wow, Shea took a nasty hit. He was slow to get up after that one. We'll see if he's all right. We'll see how long he stays in the game. Oh, man. Let us see. Let us see. Okay. So, ready to roll here. Hopping off is going to be for the Kings, Samuel Hellenius. And here we go. Ready to rumble. Oh, man, the Kings were really close. Saros got saved by the post. Man, that was close. Okay. Let us see. Ready to roll now. Over to the far side. The Predators clearing it out through center. And it's going to be Predators icing. Okay. So yeah, we shall roll here. Man. We're taking a look at the Kings memberships for next year. You know, since this is the Kings broadcast. Okay. So, ready to roll. Face off to the right of Saros on the near side. Ready to move it. Face off won by the Preds. Moving it up now, the near side boards. Up through center into the offensive end. Kicked it around now behind the net. Downey to the far side. Playing it around now into the corner. The Preds passing wing to wing. Shot. Kick save by Forsberg. Back on in behind the net now. Working with it now to the top of the zone near the circle. Sending it down behind the net near side. Working it around O'Reilly with a shot. Not going to make it to the net to the far side now. Top of the zone. Cycling it around. Shot down low. Goes wide of the net to the near side. O'Reilly passing to the far side. Stammer trying to get there. Along the boards. Tied up for that puck. Top of the zone. The Preds keeping it in. Now at the far side. Centering pass. Driving into the net. But not going to get it to the net, and the puck gets cleared out. Chasing it down is going to be, I believe, Willsby. Working with that puck. And we'll see here now. Passing it up in the defensive end. And through center ice they go. Dumped into the offensive end there by the Predators to the far side. The Kings going to get it out. And move it around now the far side, driving into the offensive end. Shot saved by Saros to the near side. The Preds get it back, clearing it out the other way. Through center into the offensive end, taken back by the Kings. Over to the near side, 2.5 to go in the first period. Driving the net, shot and saved, frozen up by Juicy. No goals. Saros. All right. So, we'll see. We will see. So, just kind of taking a look here. Popping off the ice, going to be perfect for the Predators. And here we go. Ready to rumble. So Saros heading over to the bench. Looks like an equipment malfunction. They're going to have to get that sorted out with him. As we are ready to roll. You know what? I want to see if I could find sticker googly eyes. I kind of want to order some. Put some googly eyes on Coney. Okay. Okay, I can get them pretty cheap. I might need to get some googly eyes for good old Coney here. And here we go. Around the far side. Working it around from the point. Shot for the Kings. And goes high up into the netting. Let's see. Can I find it for curved surface? I kind of want to see here. I'm trying to find some googly eyes that it'll actually bend around the cone. Okay. So working around the far side, the Kings sending it towards the net, goes loose to the near side. The Predators getting it back and moving it up now through center to the offensive end. Over the near side, driving into the corner towards the net in front, shot. And the puck goes over the net into the corner and it goes out of play. Okay. Let us see. You know what? I'm gonna just go to Amazon and see if I can find like iDecal googly eyes. So let's see here. Again, just kind of taking a look here. Face off to the left of Forsberg on the near side, ready to roll. Along the near side, top of the zone, shot by Forsberg and loose in front of the net. Nice job by the Kings to clear the zone. Over now into the corner, far side. The Kings trying to get it out. They will. Taken back by the Preds at center ice. Over to the near side they go. Into the offensive end, driving the near side corner off of Evangelista. Or Wood, my bad, over to the far side, working with possession. Wood trying to take it back, and the Kings clearing the zone. Here comes a break, a chance for Trevor Moore, passing to the point, to the near side. LaFerriere along the boards behind the net to the far side. The Preds taking it back, stretch pass to Miles Wood. To the near side, he dumps, takes a massive dump on the City of Angels, and the Kings moving it out the other way. Up the near side, into the offensive end, dumped by Lawton. Taken back by the Predators, over to the far side. Into the offensive end, Cody Ceci, wing to the near side. Behind the net now, Brian Dumoulin to the far side. And to the top of the zone, maintained by the Predators. Into the boards, taken back by Mikey Anderson, cleared out the other way, and over to the near side. 45 seconds to go in the period. Along the boards, flipped up by the Kings. Into the far side boards, working with that possession. The Kings in the offensive end, driving shot. Goes in front of the net wide to the near side, Dumoulin. Behind the net to the far side, trying to battle for possession. 30 seconds to go in the period. Top of the zone, sent down by Kempe. Over to the far side, working with it is Anze Kopitar. Top of the zone again, over to Dumoulin near side. Dumoulin centering. Over to the near side, Kempe. Driving down, back and again in front of the net. Kempe shoots! Denied! Kings maintain the zone, 10 seconds to go. Wing to the near side. Panarin not ready for it. Up to the top of the zone. Driving in, shot by Ceci. Not gonna go. Up to the top of the zone, Dumoulin shot, and that's how the period will come to a close with the score. The Los Angeles Kings won. The Nashville Predators, spearheaded by Mr. Jusey, no goals, Staros, nothing. And that's how they get into the first intermission. Now, I'll be back. I need to use the bathroom, so I will return. Just give me a few minutes. I will be back as quickly as I can. So I will be right back. Tony, you get to cover for me. Tony, we're gonna put you here. There we go. Tony's gonna call the action for a little bit. He's gonna do the intermission report. All right, Coney, how'd you do? How did Coney do for the intermission? How did Coney do? Yo, drum boner. Let me double check here real quick. Let me double check ya. Let me go to tournament challenge. And let me go into the groups. Let's see. Bro, I got third. Okay, okay. I'll take third. Who had wildest Wolverine canes? Tromboner, you had the Twin Bowers? You had the Twin Bowers? Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. And then second place. Who got second? Who owns Wildcat Wolverine cane? Who owns this one? I'm curious who owns this one. Because that's the one thing is that I can't tell who got what. That's the thing. I really can't tell who got what. Oh, Dad got 5th. Dougbot's best bracket, or Dougbot's bracket, got 13th. Man, Dougbot sucked. Man, that's kind of crazy, bro. He's an AI. He should be good at this kind of stuff. Oh, man. But yeah, we are rolling our way here through this intermission. And we shall see what we got rolling. Okay. Let me take a look at some of the back end stuff here. Let me, oh, that's not what I want to do. I wanted to reload over here. Content. And bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada zoomer. Okay. Bro, I still can't believe that last stream, bro. I still can't believe it. Like, that just blows my mind. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to do some work on something while we're live. I got to think about what I want to do for, like, road to 1K. I think I want to put that, like, right... Problem is that the 4-on-4 takes up so much. We might need to throw it up at the very top. 90% accurate. That's, like, really good. Let me see. File, new. Let's see. Image channel getting over it stream. Oh, man. Maybe. Now that I have my actual desktop computer back, although I am so fed up with Windows at this point, I really wish I didn't have to use it, but for everything I do, I kind of have to. And because I don't have the money to afford to repair a Mac, I am stuck using Windows because Linux doesn't handle video stuff well. So I have to use Windows, but I got screwed because my processor was bad. So AMD, it was under warranty. AMD sent me a new processor, right? Best Buy puts in the processor, but it leads to Windows having to be, let's see, it was only $3 on Steam the other day. Maybe. But the thing is that Windows is going to try to extort me for another $100 because I have Windows 11, right? I had Windows 11 on my computer. When they put in the new processor, they had to reinstall Windows. They restored all my data. And with that, when they restored my data, after reinstalling Windows, nobody activated it because it wasn't signed into my account. So I sign into my account when I get the computer back just to find out that Windows was only recognizing the only active license for Windows 11 it was recognizing was this laptop. it was not recognizing my previous license I had on my computer with my old processor. So I had to call. I went back to Geek Squad, and they said, yeah, no, this is a Microsoft issue at this point. We tried a few things, couldn't get it to work. I called the number they give me. It is Microsoft, and it keeps sending me to the website. And eventually, if you call Microsoft like over two times with similar issues, because you want to talk to a human, it'll just call you, or you'll call it, and it'll say, thank you for calling Microsoft Support Services. For Windows 11 activation, please go to our website, www.yada-yada-yada.com. Or, and then it's like, thank you for calling Microsoft. Goodbye. Like, what? I want to talk to a stinking human, and I can't speak to a human at Microsoft. Bro, I legitimately want to commit, like, mass genocide with Microsoft because of that. Like, it is ridiculous. All of the stuff they're putting me through because of this, and I can't even speak to someone. They say, go to the articles. I've used the articles. They say, oh, if you need additional support, there's live chats. I looked. I spent 40 minutes today going around in circles. I felt like you needed the Beverly Hillbillies music going on in the background. Boy, literally just going around in circles. I couldn't find a stinking live chat because they don't have the ability for you to speak to a person. Windows, if you're hearing this, Microsoft, please let there be humans. Because I didn't do anything wrong here. Geek Squad had the window, or had the process, or had the replacement, and AMD had the processor. I didn't touch the repair. It was working perfectly fine. And now I get the stinking activate Windows thing. And because of that, I can't use dark mode. I am a dark mode aficionado. I hate light mode. And I'm stuck with light mode on my stinking computer now because Microsoft is too good to have staff on hand to help people with their problems. So, yeah, I'm kind of off the Windows bandwagon at this point, but I don't have a choice. I'm a captive customer because I don't have the money to pay for repairs for Apple products. So, you know. I know. Noonsy, I know. I use it because I kind of have to. Linux is not good when it comes to like media, video editing, video software. It's optimized for the tech bros, right? Windows does both. It does the tech bros with the gaming, and it also does video production. Mac is built more for those who do like video production, media, creativity stuff. The problem is, if something goes wrong, I have to essentially take out a second mortgage on my student loans just to pay for the repair. I'm not going to do that. Sorry, Apple, I'm not going to do that. So I'm stuck with Windows because I don't have the freedom of income to say, yeah, I can get a MacBook, and if something goes wrong, I can shell out $500 just to replace stinking, just to replace a to replace a graphics card. I could pay, $800. That's nothing. I can't do that. So I'm stuck with Windows, and they have no people to be able to help. Oh. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous at this point. So, if this channel ever blows up and I'm able to make enough, I might regrettably make the switch to Apple. But, I don't have much of an option. You need a good tank cleaning service. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that is just absolutely ridiculous, man. I can't even fathom what logic they have. If you have a service that's dwindling in market share because people are having too many issues, hire support people to help them with their issues. Don't send them on a wild goose chase for an hour because that'll make people who can switch. If you send your customers on a wild goose chase to get the support that they need, your customers aren't going to be customers for long. You know what I mean? That was my fun battle to this afternoon. Trying to figure out how to freaking activate Windows so I can use dark mode. I mean, it functions. It functions as a Windows computer, but I can't customize it. I can't choose what audio output to use. I can't, change the mode to dark mode. I can't change the theme. I can't customize the desktop. I'm stuck with the Windows default for everything. So, it's a little annoying, to say the least. But, we do what we need to do. Let me see. I'm going to take an example here. Oh, man, you watched the moon fly by? I did not. What's good, Colin? How you doing, bro? I have been streaming all night tonight, so I really haven't had a chance to, and I was getting ready for the streams before this, so I've been a busy boy. And so let me see here. What is an appropriate size? Yeah, dark mode makes me think I'm Darkwing Duck. Bro, everything I have is dark mode. My Windows on my laptop, this computer, YouTube, Discord, anything that can be dark mode, I prefer dark mode. I hate light mode. I hate it with a burning passion. I'm going to have to get used to liking it because I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to give in to Microsoft saying, oh, you changed your processor, so now you got to pay another $100 for Windows. No, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to pay you $100 just because I replaced my processor. Oh, man. Let me see here. What size looks good? I think that might look good. Once I realized dark mode was a thing, I never went back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see here. I'm also trying to work on a little graphic for the streams too, because I want to add a graphic now that we're in the 900s. I want to add like a banner up top that says like Road to 1K. So I am kind of working. I want to work on that while we're live. Man. But yeah, I've been live all day. But now that we're in the 900s, I'm gonna add a little Road to 1K banner, if I can. So I want to find like a metallic gold color. Metallic gold gradient colors. Let me see here. Ooh, that looks good. That looks really good. I think I want to steal those colors. The problem is I only got one monitor on this stinking computer. Ah, my gosh. Okay, you need to go over here. We're going to choose a right endpoint right here. And then we're going to choose a left endpoint of right here. Oh, shoot. I got the wrong colors. Cancel. Right endpoint color. Control V. Okay. And then we're going to choose a left endpoint color of this. A Coney Bubble for a comment of the day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Okay, I think I got the gradient I want to use. I just got to find the midpoint. So that's like here. Oh, shoot. Okay. No. How do I flip these colors? Bingo. There we go. I had it right the first time. And I second guessed myself. There we go. That's what I like. And we're going to put this in, I don't know what color text, but over to the far side, working with possession starting in the second period here. The Kings going to dump it back in behind the net of, you say, no goals, Saros. And here we go. The Kings out of their own end trying to flip it through center. Over to the near side they go. Into the offensive end, cleared out by the Preds. Up on into the offensive zone. Shot and an easy save by Forsberg. What color text should we use for this? I'm using like a gold gradient. What color do you guys think we should use for the text on this gold gradient? It's like a metallic gold gradient. What color do we want to use? Outdoor, the Let's Go Kings. But like, I don't know what color to use. I feel kind of like lost on the color. Penguins yellow. I guess maybe it can work if I use the black border. If I use my standard FFD 800 yellow. We'll see. I'll take a look. Over to the near side. That puck going to get cleared out by the Kings. Driving the net. Over to the near side. Centering pass. Over to the near side with a chance. Shot. Save. Loose in front of the net. And cleared by the Predators. A nice effort there by Nashville. But the Kings will get possession back. Let's see. Let me try this as it is. We're going to use my typical Seago. I don't like Seago Bold. I want to see COUI Bold. There we go. So the Predators moving it up through center. The Kings trying to take it back off of Armia into the offensive end, but the Preds get it back. The Kings go for a change. Ooh, wait a minute. I can italicize this? Can I italic? Hold italic. And around the far side. Top of the zone shot. Not gonna go. I think I want to use black for this. Okay, so working it around now the far side, up through center, and it's going to be taken back on in, cleared out for an icing. Okay. I like that. I like that. And we're going to go ahead and add a filter, and we're going to add a drop shadow. Okay. So here we go. Over to the near side, along the boards, down low. Top of the zone with a chance. Ooh, I don't like that. Over to the near side, though, driving it in is Kopitar across ice in front of the net. Shot! What a save by Saros! A miscommunication leading to a big save. Let me see here. I'm gonna change this to white. I want to see what happens if I change it to white, because I don't like the black with the black shadow. I might want to use like a white, or we could use JasonsRealm yellow. Let's see. I don't know what color to use. We use JasonsRealm yellow. Let's see. So around the near side from the point, driving shot, not gonna go. I need to go layer rasterize. Okay, so we got a little save back on in behind the net. And go select, grow it by 5, paint, use black. And we're gonna add a new layer. And we are gonna paint to the new layer. Select none, and we're gonna add a drop shadow to this layer. Filter, repeat drop shadow. Ooh, that looks nice. That looks good. We're gonna add it this stream, I think. But here we go. We got a face off out of the Kings defensive end to the right of Forsberg. And here they go, up to the top of the zone, maintained by the Preds, over to the far side, down, back in behind the net, wrapping it around in front of the net, shot, not gonna go, over to the far side, top of the zone, driving it in, and around to the far side, a chance in front of the net, nice save by Forsberg, but the puck goes loose to the far side. Here comes Armia, centering pass, and the Kings send it to the offensive end, chasing it down to the far side, into the corner is going to be Jared Wright to the near side, and the Preds Evangelista gonna get in on that puck action, and the Preds take it back to the near side. Working with it now, going to be off of the stick of, that's going to be Eustace and Noonan. And over to the far side, driving the net, shot loose at near side. Evangelista not able to control it in time, but to the top of the zone they go, sending it down low. The Kings taking it back, but we got a whistle. We got a penalty for hooking. Somebody's being a hooker out there. Oh man, let me go ahead and just Control-Shift-E this, and we're going to call it Road to 1K. And I'm going to put that under Jason's Realm, reboot, and save. Now we're going to hit enter, and I'm going to send this to myself via Discord and add it to the stream today. The Reds have the September schedule of doom and despair. That's what the Penguins had in March, so I don't feel pity for that. I'm sorry, but I don't feel pity. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't feel pity after what the Pens had to go through in March. It was the same stuff. But here we go, looking at Stammer. As the Preds are ready to go here, the Kings on the penalty kill, the Preds on the power play. And we got a whistle. Hold on. Trying to see what this whistle's all about. Penalty. Oh my gosh. 2 minutes for high stick Mikey Anderson. We have a 5-on-3 power play. Oh my gosh. That is a high stick on the Kings. Wow. Wow. So almost a 2-minute 5-on-3 power play. The Preds are going to get some goals here. Just you wait. There's no way they don't. There is no way they don't. Man. Both Lawton and Anderson sitting in the sin bin together. Lawton and Anderson sitting in the bin. K-I-S-S-I-N. As the Kings clear the puck. Man, 2-man advantage for almost a full 2 minutes. That's going to be Yossi back to O'Reilly into the offensive end of the far side. Forsberg along the boards, working with it now to Yossi. Yossi down low to Marchessault. To the far side, O'Reilly trying to find an opening. Down low to the near side, Marchessault. Top of the zone, Yossi to Marchessault. Working around now, top of the zone, shot by Yossi, save by Forsberg. And a little bit extracurricular there, going to be between Philip Forsberg and the Kings. And up at age for 3-inch Islanders. Man, they played the Dodgers 7 times. Wow. Wow. Let me go ahead and add that Road to 1K banner real quick while we have a second. I need a new Explorer. Let me go ahead and open up Jason's Realm Reboot. And there's our Road to 1K. Oh, no, there's the Road to 1K banner. We're going to put that here. We're going to shrink it to fit. Oh, shoot. Okay, made it too big. Made it too big. Oh, nope. The Preds are still on the power play. I went too far. There we go. Made it too big. Oopsie poopsie. So here we go. That's at least not a bad fix. But now Yossi. The far side, Marchessault into the offensive end, back over to O'Reilly. Along the far side, down to Forsberg. Forsberg to the point, Yossi. Yossi down to O'Reilly. O'Reilly near side, shot by Stammer. And Steven Stamkos gets the power play goal, and the Preds still going to be on the power play after that. A beautiful goal for the Nashville Predators to tie it up here at 1 apiece. A beautiful goal, getting right by Anton Forsberg. O'Reilly cross ice to Stammer, and bada bing, bada boom. Good morning, good evening, a good night. All right, go ahead and merge that down. I'm gonna go file new. We're gonna call that 1920 by 150. I'm gonna put that like half the height. And here we go, working it around now. Yossi in the defensive end. 40 more seconds of power play time. There's the goal horn. And Marchessault driving the zone near side into the corner down low. Cleared out by the Kings. Okay. So moving it around now up the near side. Yossi driving, losing the puck. Kicked out by the Kings. Okay. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and make sure that is fitting. And here we go. O'Reilly goes down on the ice, far side. And he's heading over to the bench. He's hobbling a little bit. We'll see if he's all right. Road to 1K-1. And bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Yeah. Oh, banner looks good, but getting cluttered. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it behind. And currently, who are the current Western Conference teams at this point for the playoffs? Well, entering today is actually perfect. I'm pulling up Discord right now for something else. So here we go. To the far side along the boards, the Kings going to kick it out. Let me go ahead and pull it up real quick as we got another whistle. Taking a look at our NHL playoff picture. There can be another penalty. Hold on. So currently in the Western Conference, your Central Division top three are the Avalanche and the Stars are locked into a top three placement. The Wild are trying to lock themselves up into a top three themselves. In the Pacific Division, currently it's the Oilers, Ducks, and Knights in the top three. The two wildcard teams being the Utah Mammoth at 86 points and the Nashville Predators at 81. Hot on their tails, though, are the LA Kings on the outside looking in at 81 points. The San Jose Sharks at 79, the Jets at 78, and the Blues at 78. Not to mention the Kraken at 75 and the Flames at 72, still theoretically in it. And a near side chance shot denied. That puck gonna get cleared out. Okay. I know it's getting a little cluttered, but this is gonna be a temporary thing. And the power play expires. My goal is to just kind of like tuck it in as like it's part of the image. It's part of the webcam. It's kind of like my goal. How about the Canucks? Yeah, they clinched the best draft lottery odds. Oh man, save image, road to 1K. We're gonna save it there, and bada bing, bada boom. It's crazy that we're even talking about this tonight, man. Like, I honestly can't believe it. Let me go ahead and tuck this into here. Man, right? We happy in Vancouver? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But remember, those are just odds. Go ahead and move the road to 1K all the way down here. And we're going to tuck that in the webcam, right above the webcam, below that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's a problem. We got a problem. There, not quite. Nope, 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 nope. Come on. Come on. No, work with me. That works. Although I don't know how I feel about that. So here we go. Over to the near side. Not a lot I need to hit. Yes, sir. Along the boards, tied up for that possession into the corner, behind the net now, out to the far side. I don't know that I have enough breathing space for that. I need to make the text smaller. Shoot. Okay, I need to make the text smaller. That's fine. That's an easy fix. Okay. So around the near side, the Preds out of their own end. And we're going to do that. And we're going to call it -2. Enter. Moving it up now. The Kings clearing the zone. Played off of the body of Saros. Kings keeping it in. Shot goes off a teammate of the Kings. Off of Mikey Anderson. And over to the far side, the Preds flipping it up the other way, driving the net, trying to wrap it around. And a nice job there by Anton Forsberg as the puck goes loose top of the zone. Working it around now, over to the near side. Shot not gonna go. And that puck again over to the far side. Working with it now along to the point near side, off of the stick. That was from Yossi to the near side again from the point. Driving it down from Stammer. And into the corner, they're tied up again. O'Reilly going to try and get in the middle of that. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Tied up for that puck. And let's see. Moving it around now out the far side. Here comes a chance. The Kings clearing it up through center into the offensive end. Chasing it down. It's going to be the Kings icing. Let me see here. I want to try one more thing real quick. I am going to send this one via Discord as well. We're going to send that over here. And we're going to go here and we're going to go ahead and save image. Save it as there. Oh, man. Let's see. If playoff start tomorrow, who would play the Golden Knights today? That would be the Ducks, I think. I think it'll be the Ducks today. What? Okay, scoreboard glitched. Man, what was your gut feeling when Sidney Crosby drafted? Well, my gut feeling was probably... Hold on, let me double check something real quick. Let me see. Yeah, my thoughts were probably crying, screaming, kicking. I was 2 when he was drafted. Yeah, he was drafted September 9th, 2005 when he officially joined the Penguins. And yeah, I was 2 at the time. The Kings with a chance shot, not gonna go. The Golden Knights good enough to win a playoff series? Do you think they could be one and done? They could be one and done. It all just depends on how they end up playing. They have the potential. If they could play some good hockey, they have the potential to go pretty far. They just gotta live up to it, is the problem. And I don't know if they do that. Let me try this now. I think that's going to be a little bit better. Let's see. And bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Now if I move this road to 1K in the place of the old one, it should look a lot better. Beautiful. That looks a lot better. Uh-oh. Okay. I think that looks a lot better. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I can maybe... Yeah, no, I don't know. I want to stretch it. What are we thinking about that? What are we feeling about that as we work our way in the second period here? I kind of like it up here. I kind of like it where it is. But I'm down to moving it. I'm open to moving it if you guys want. As they're stepping away for a commercial break. I'm curious what you guys think. I'm curious because I want to see, because this is the first time I'm really adding a banner to the streams like this. And I don't really have any place at the bottom. Unless I really want to cut the camera. And I really don't want to do that. Although I might need to raise the camera up a little bit. I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to raise the camera. Just a little bit. I want to see what it does. I want to see what raising the camera would look like. I have to do that manually. That's going to be the play. That way there's still breathing room for my head. Yeah, I wanted to tuck it underneath. I wanted to make it look like it was part of the camera, which is why I kind of laid it out the way I did. But I also didn't want to cut out my breathing room, like the top space for me. So, yeah, you don't see what goes on under the desk. Not that you guys need to. Nothing goes on under the desk. It's just my legs. My leg! But yeah, I wanted to kind of tuck that into the camera. So, there we go. I think that looks a lot better. Yeah, I kind of like that. I can flail my arms all I want. You guys can see. We can hoist the cone. We can still hoist the cone, even though we didn't get to do that tonight. Unfortunately enough. I think I like it. I think I like where we're at right now with that. Now we can get back to focusing on the game. Because I probably should have done that at the intermission, but I didn't think about it. Man, if you were a betting man, who would you pick as a winner of the Stanley Cup this year that you could, you feel will win it? Also, going to be a sleeper team. Well, there are a bunch of sleeper teams. Dare I say, teams like the Penguins. A lot of people think they're there, but they're not going to go far because they're not really as strong. They can win a series, I think. You got teams, you know, the Flyers have been coming up real good recently. Columbus, if they're having their rough period now and they get back on it and make the playoffs, watch out for them. Same thing for the Islanders. You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams in the East and even in the West, you know. With Nashville, they've been playing some quietly good hockey as of late. Do I think it's enough to topple teams like Colorado or Dallas? I don't think so, but I wouldn't be super shocked if I saw them go the length with them. As the Preds will ice the puck. Okay. So here we go. We go ahead and go over here and take a look at over here. Okay, Drew Doughty, man. He is getting a lot of time on the ice, bro. He gets like crazy ice time a game. But here we go, over to the far side, taken by the Predators in their own end, flipping it up through center ice. Into the offensive end, it gets dumped. I wouldn't mind seeing Buffalo win a cup. Yeah, I mean, I don't consider them a sleeper team. In terms of a team I would say I would pick to win it, it's going to be a team out of the East. I think Colorado has been a beneficiary of playing against so many rough teams being in the Western Conference that they got kind of some fluff points. They could do it, but I think they're more at the level of like a, in terms of point total, like a Pittsburgh to a Montreal. Something in that range. Somewhere like a 96 to 100 point team if they'd be in the Eastern. So, here we go. The Kings from the point, shot loose in front of the net and gets cleared up to the top of the zone. Anderson shot, not going to go again. Wide left. And over to the far side along the boards, tied up for that puck, top of the zone. Mikey Anderson shot, not going to make it. And Yusei Saro is going to play it to the far side, but they're going to give him the whistle instead. But yeah, I mean, I could see though, you know, it's going to be a team out of the East. I don't think Buffalo is going to go that. I don't think they go the distance. I could see it, but I don't think they do. I think there's just too little experience on that roster in terms of playoff experience. But I could see, you know, Tampa Bay. This could be Carolina's year. Again, you don't have Toronto. You don't have Carolina. Two of the big hitters that were, or you don't have, not Carolina, you don't have Florida. Two of the big hitters that kept knocking them out year in and year out. So again, just, it's wide open. It is wide freaking open this year. Taking a look at our out-of-town scores, the San Jose Sharks getting 2 goals. Kiefer Sherwood and William Eklund getting 2 goals. 2-1 at the end of 2 over the Chicago Blackhawks. In other news, the Sabres did beat the Lightning today 4-2 in regulation, and the Jets in regulation 6-2 over the Kraken. Release the Kraken! Back into the Wild because they suck. Oh man, let me get a little reload here on X, see if we got any other news over there to share. To share what kind of stuff we got. Okay. Let us see. Again, just kind of taking a look here as we have some time. Oh, man. But yeah, we shall see here. We shall see. Take a look at our poll in the chat. We got 20 votes over there. Splitting 53% for the Kings, 47% for the Preds. So we'll see here. Okay. And as if this game wasn't big enough, you got the Sharks, who would be tied with a win with the loser of this game, assuming it doesn't go to overtime. I mean, it makes it bigger because the Sharks right now are leading. So, here we go to the far side, battling for possession. The Kings into the offensive end, driving along the boards. That's Trevor Moore, centering pass. Shot gets redirected back into the corner from Mikey Anderson. Along to the far side, they're battling for that possession. Out to the far side, back to the near. From behind the net, Moore to the top of the zone, Anderson. Slinging it down low again. Back in behind the net, far side, Byfield. Top of the zone again, they work. Working with it down low. Doughty to the far side, trying to drive and look for some room. Back up to the top of the zone, intercepted, moving it out the other way. Leroux to the near side, driving from the far side circle. Shot gets floated around. That shot there by Wilsby. And over to the near side, the Kings moving it back out the other way. Into the offensive end, they'll dump it. Working it around now to the near side, and it's going to be up through center, off of the stick of Ufko to the near side. Now to the far, Dumoulin along the boards, passing it up. Working through center, in towards the offensive end they go. Trying to drive it around, and we got a whistle. Oh, man. But yeah, let's see here. Let us see. Oh, man. But yeah, let us see here. Ready to roll. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. People on TikTok, bro. It's crazy. But here we go. Far side, neutral zone face-off. And that is going to be won by the Preds to the near side into the offensive end. They'll flip it. And the Kings trying to get to it, kicking it back out the other way. The Preds chasing it down. Let's see. Do you have any predictions who the Steelers might pick for their number one pick? Some names they might look to pick. I would love to see them go for Carnell Tate out of Ohio State. Have that instant chemistry with your potential quarterback of the future in Will Howard. But I also wouldn't mind shoring up the defensive line. You shirt up your secondary in the in free agency. So your linebackers, I wouldn't mind going offensive line. Maybe tight end. You don't have a need at running back. You have a need at wide receiver. I would love to see them again go Carnell Tate. That's a name I've wanted because of the instant chemistry with his former quarterback in the national championship run in Will Howard. The Kings with a chance and a beautiful goal. What a way to get it. That goal going to be scored. I believe that was Joel Armia with his second of the night. A beautiful, beautiful way to get it done. No, never mind. It was actually Scott Lawton able to get the goal. The Kings are going to make this game a 2-1 affair. A beautiful pass from down low right to Lawton, flipping it right through like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Buffalo is a fun team to watch. They really are a fun team to watch. Okay. So here we go. Face off at center ice after the goal. And here we go. Okay. So the face-off, battling for it in a bit of a scrum. Lawton not able to control it over to the far side. The Preds clear it out. The Kings getting it back. Out of their own end, up through center they go. Into the offensive end, played by Soros to the far side. Played out now by Shea. And a shot is gloved by Mr. No Goals, Soros. Okay. So, let's see. Let us see. They're stepping away for another commercial break here as we are rolling our way. Oh man, I can really feel the drain for tonight, bro. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm not as like, woo. That was earlier. I'm trying to keep the energy, bro. But you know, I really do feed off of chat a lot of times, and that's really what happened during that first stream. That is just, I was just feeding off of chat, man. We were having all that back and forth, all of the hype, all of the pop. I mean, that was a crazy stream. That was one of the craziest streams we have had on this channel to date. So again, much love to all Ians who were in that stream. I mean, that was just crazy. Crazy to watch. Just seeing how that played out. I mean, like I said, it's been a hot minute since we've had a stream like that. Oh, man. But yeah, we are rolling our way here in the second period. 5:44 to go as they're stepping away for a commercial break. And let's see. Man, for me, as far as wide receiver goes, I'd like a good guy, especially who could play a slot plus a replacement for Austin. Yeah, I mean, I like Tate for the reason of he has that chemistry with Howard. So you already kind of have that running, you know, that kind of like mesh, which makes it easier if, let's say, Rodgers gets hurt and they have to go to Howard. If Rodgers doesn't even come to the team and they have to play Howard, or even if the Penguins, you know, or the Steelers choose to say, hey, Rodgers, you're not playing well. You benched. We're going Howard. You know? That way, if you go to that, you have that chemistry right there from day one. So, that's what I do like. That is what I do really like about that idea. So here we go, over to the near side. The Preds working down to the far side of the ice. Out of their own end, through center, into the offensive end. They're going to send it, but losing control of it. Man, you'll have more streams like that. Just keep rolling, and your chat crowd will build lots of fun to be had. I mean, that's what I appreciate. I mean, that's the thing, is I would love to be able to make this. I've said this many times. You know, this is where my true passion is. As said, it's a shot by O'Reilly, not going to make it. But like, this is what I love doing. This is where my passion is. Doing these streams, making the videos on occasion. I don't do them as much because, honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't have that it factor for the videos. You know, I'll do them because it's good. And a nice save by Soros, by the way. And I try to get better every time I do a video. But I really feel like I kind of have that with the streams where I love doing it. I'm in the saddle and it just... I hear something? Okay, must not have. But yeah, I mean, like when I'm in the saddle, it just feels right. You know what I mean? I love doing this. I've said it time and time again. I would love for this to become a full-time thing. Unfortunately, ambition and goodwill doesn't pay the bills. I went to college. There's loans to be paid. So, you know, that's kind of the thing, is that with all of that, it's like, I really would love to make this be my thing, but the money has to be there. Not that I'm doing it for the money, but if I'm going to do this full time, I need to pay my bills. And a shot by the Preds, not going to go by Forsberg. Kings moving it out the other way. You know, so that's just the thing, is that, you know, I'm not doing this for the money, but I am realistic about what I'm doing. Do you feel we're set for Frazier at center, or do you think we need another center, just to have another center in the room that can play that position well in case Frazier goes down with an injury? I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think offensive line is a nice, safe bet for the Steelers. We'll see what they do. I'll be there live for it, so you guys will get to see my live reaction to whoever the Steelers draft first. I'm going to try to go live for the majority of the draft. I'm going to record a vlog of while we're there. I'm going to try to record a vlog from, you know, whatever I do at the, you know, experience stuff. But then I'm going to try to go live during the majority of the draft. So here we go, out the far side, moving it on into the offensive end. A chance, battling for that possession along the boards. Up to the top of the zone, sending it down again along the boards of Preds. Out of the offensive end, working it around from the point. And back down again along the boards, the Kings. Moving it out the other way. Into the offensive end, near side down low, centering pass taken back by the Preds. Over to the far side, 3:45 to go here in period number 2. Passing across, shot loose in front and saved by Forsberg. A nice save there and a bit of an extracurricular. Schaefer getting into it there with the Preds up against. Who is he getting up against? He's getting up in the grills there of... Who was that? I couldn't catch who that was, but a lot of words being shared. Oh, Hellenius. That's who it is. Yep. A lot of words being exchanged between those two. Wow. So we'll see here. Yeah, a lot of extracurricular on that. That was what it was. He didn't like that extra little hug at the end he got. I mean, I would have loved a hug. Cody Cece gave Perbix a hug. And then Schaefer crashes in to Hellenius, who again gives him a hug. I'd love a hug. Hockey players are just so mean. You give them a hug and they fight you. Oh, man. Both sides on the benches now. And we'll see what happens. Ready to go. It's going to be a face-off to the right of Anton Forsberg. And we'll see. Along the boards, top of the zone. Shot not going to go. Taking it back. That's going to be Evangelista. Top of the zone again. Shot loose in front of Forsberg. What an effort to make the save. Brady Shea, an 81-mile-an-hour heater. A beautiful job to make the save and keep the game alive. All right. So let's see. And again, just a nice effort to bury that puck underneath him. Forsberg talking with Daddy a little bit. And here we go. Face-off going to be won along the boards by the Preds. Quick shot, not going to go. Let's use another cornerback. Also, I believe they picked up someone that can play nose tackle. I'm hoping Yaya Black improves from last year. Also with Derek Harmon, absolutely. Absolutely, the Steelers got a lot of potential. But here we go, up on into the offensive end. The Preds taking it back, kicking it out the other way. At the far side, wing to wing, near side. Philip Forsberg passing back, shot. Not going to go. Way up in the air. Loose in front of the net, now to the far side. Philip Forsberg, shot. Not going to go. And Forsberg getting into it with everybody. Everybody wants a piece of Philip Forsberg. Evangelista taking a shot to the face as he tries to defend his man. And we'll see what results out of that. Anton Forsberg joining the party a little bit as he walks out of his crease. Or skates out of his crease, I should say. To go for a little skate. And we'll see here. Everybody talking it out there. As Philip Forsberg. Team where he's heading off to. Man, if you love it, go all out. Go all out. Bills are a thing. It'll be a grind, but now's the time to take your... Exactly, that's what I'm doing. I mean, like right now, I just recently had a layoff, so I am looking at taking this time to get a job to pay the bills and do everything I can to get better on packaging videos, making videos, you know, making my shorts better and just grinding everything I can for this channel. Because this is truly where that is, where that passion is. You know, that's my honest thought. As long as my bills are getting paid, this is what I want to do. So that's the big thing. That is the big thing. That Coney over there. But yeah, so that's kind of the big thing right now, where I'm just trying to see what the future has, you know? Like I said, you know, my mom always says this, and this is something I picked up. I don't know what the future holds, but I know who holds the future. Not sure if you guys can see, but I know who holds the future. And he won't fail me. So I've seen him do great things with this channel before, and I believe he'll do it again if he wants to. Oh, okay. There we go. So here we go. Back in behind the net of Yusei Saros to the far side. Along the boards now, down low to the near side. Trying to kick it out, and the Preds will clear the zone out to the far side. Moving it up now to the near, into the offensive end, driving the net. Down low behind the net is going to be Yost. Driving again, goes behind the net to the near side, and the Kings get that puck back. And along the near side, far side now on a pass into the offensive end, driving it around near side corner, taken back by the Preds. Off of Stammer to the far side, up through center, and the Kings getting it back, taking it now to the near side as they lose control of it to Nashville again. Clearing it out the near side with Shea. And up into the offensive end. The far side. Into the corner, Dumoulin. Trying to find somewhere to go. Near side hits Cody Cece, who's going to move it up through center. Taken back by the Preds. Driving the net. Shot loose off of Forsberg. Into the far side. Goes down low to the near side. Chasing it down. Going to be Tyson Jost. To the near side again. Along the boards. Down low. To the far side. Top of the zone. The Preds maintaining that zone presence. Shot. Not going to go. Now back to the near side. Down low. Driving. Passing in front. He shoots. What a save by Anton Forsberg. And everybody getting a piece of Leroux. Everybody getting a piece of him. As Forsberg made an incredible save that'll be shown for years to come. Wow. I mean, Forsberg getting pummeled with pucks. Absolutely pummeled, laying on his back, and somehow gets the puck to settle up under his booty. A beautiful, beautiful effort there by Forsberg to make that stop. Man, that is one of the greater saves that you'll see in the NHL. Absolutely one of the greater saves you'll see. But here we go now at the far circle, ready to roll. 1:16 to go in the period. Faceoff going to be to the left of Anton Forsberg, and it's going to be Philip Forsberg taking the draw against Lawton, who wins the draw for the Kings. To the near side, up through center they go. Into the offensive end, delayed offside, and the Kings are going to get tagged for it. Okay, I want to make sure the music was still going, because it didn't sound like it was there for a second. Oh, man. So here we go. 1:09 to go in regulation, or in this regulation of second period, I should say. Not regulation. It's been a long day. But yeah, 1:09 left in the second period. Over to the near side, waiting on the draw. Scott Lawton going to take it for the Kings. Ref has to talk something over with Philip Forsberg alongside, who is that? It's going to be Wright. And that puck gets cleared out by the Kings into their own end. Mikey Anderson down in the corner. Sends it to the near side over to number 8, Drew Doughty. Taking back Philip Forsberg, top of the zone in the offensive end behind the net. Now the Preds with it to the near side. Off of Jost, top of the zone. Working with it now is Willsby. From the point to the far side, driving down towards the net. Taken back wing to wing near side Evangelista. From the point, shot not going to make the net to the far corner along the boards. Doughty in the middle, and that puck is cleared out by the Kings. Over to the near side it goes. Wing to wing, the Preds have it out of their own end. Back again, centering now up through to the offensive end. Puck flies into the offensive end, but the Kings get it back near side. Clearing it up now, 2-on-1 to the offensive end. Driving down, Trevor Moore stops, gets checked for it. And back down low, Byfield pass in front, and that's going to be Soros taken out down low. Back in behind the net to the far side, the Kings. As Soros gets back on his feet to the near side, passing in front, not going to connect. And the Preds going to move it out the other way, at least clear the zone. So the Kings get it back, and we got a whistle. The Kings going for a shift. And here we go. So it looks like they're stepping away for another TV timeout here. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong. It's the end of the second period. Durr. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, end of 2. Score is going to be the Los Angeles Kings 2. The Nashville Predators 1. A big second period there for both of these teams. As we roll, we go ahead and take a look at the NHL scoreboard for tonight. 8:58 to go in the third, and both teams putting up a tally in the third period in the Blackhawks-Sharks game. That's going to be Nazar getting it up for the Blackhawks, but also Will Smith getting a goal for the San Jose Sharks. They are at a 3-2 affair, 8.5 to go in the third. Let me go ahead and update the Discord server with tonight's scores thus far so that we can make sure that we have everything updated so I can get ourselves some playoff scenarios for tomorrow. Let me see here. Where is NHL? By the way, we do have a Discord server. It's down in the description, as always. So if you guys do feel compelled to join, I'm trying to make this a one-stop shop for almost all things sports. That's going to be your NHL scores, standings, playoff pictures, playoff matrices, and playoff scenarios. NFL, when that time comes around again. I'm trying to get MLB in there. It's a slow process. NBA, we have standings for it. So, you know, all that fun jazz. My goal is to make that server a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. Whatever happened to Chris Osgood? Is he still playing or did he retire? I haven't seen him since the Pens won the Cup in 09. By now, he's probably retired. I can take a look, though. Buffalo got 2 points. Let me just update this real quick. And Winnipeg got 2 points. Final scores on that one. We have 2-4 and 2-6. There we go. Let me go ahead and take a look here. Chris Osgood. Chris. Man, he's not even one of the first Chris's that comes up. Chris Osgood. Oh, yeah, I mean, he's 53 years old, so. You know. Let me see. Chris Osgood's stats in his career. He last played in 2010-2011 for the Red Wings, where he played 11 games, starting 10 of them, with a goals against average of .277 and a save percentage of .903 in those 11 games, where he went 5-3 and 2. Weird, because the NHL used to have ties. But he started his career in 93-94 with Detroit, so he had a good career. He had a long career, almost 20 years. Overall, .905 save percentage in his career and .249 goals against. So, okay. Let's take a look at a couple of things. Let me close you, close you, close you. Taking a look at our goals real quick. Our first period goal was an unassisted Joel Armia goal, his 12th of the season. Steven Stammer in the second period. Stamkos, 4:29 into the period, assisted by Ryan O'Reilly and Roman Josi. That was his 39th goal of the season. It was on the power play. And then Scott Lawton at 13:57 in the second period, getting his 13th goal of the season, assisted by Jared Wright. All right. Let's take a look at X, see if we got any other news. Okay. Let us see. Again, just taking a look here. Okay. Well, yeah, we are ready to roll. Oh, man. Oh, what's up there? Free Frosty and fries tomorrow. Oh, during lunch and dinner hours. Ah. Okay. I might need to go to Wendy's tomorrow. Oh, wait, no. The one Wendy's is close enough just shut down recently. Shoot. By the way, later on this week, we are going to try and do a Masters stream. Masters golf event. The place where quite literally everything is overpriced. Although not as overpriced as the U.S. Open, I guess. You know, looking at a classic chicken sandwich is only $3. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, they're really cheap. But coffee is $2. Fresh blend or fresh brewed coffee, $2. I guess that's not terrible. I mean, prices really are low for the Masters. Wow. Order every item for $78.75. That is crazy. Crazy. Man. But yeah, just kind of taking a look here. Seeing if there is anything newsworthy to report that we have. Okay. Man, looking at the Atlantic Division in 2 months. how far the Red Wings have fallen. The march of the Red Wings down the standings, always happening. And this year was no different. Okay. So let's see. Let us see. Oh man. Wait, is this ball hockey fights? Bro. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Well, let's see. So we will see. Again, just kind of taking a look here. Oh man, where's Martin Brodeur as far as goalie of all time? I'd have to think he's top 5. Let's see. Top 10 goalies of all time. Let's see. So let's see. Super 16. The goalies, top goalies of the expansion era. Marty Brodeur, listed as the first one there. And Super 16, Brian's 5 best goalies of all time. Brodeur's at 3rd, behind Patrick Waugh and Dominic Hasek, but ahead of Ken Dryden and Tony Esposito. Patrick Waugh in there, Dominic Hasek, Ken Dryden, Tony Esposito, Brant Furr, Bernie Parent, Ed Belfour, that makes sense. Billy Smith, Henrik Lundqvist, Lundy. When was this article written? Oh, that makes sense. Because it said Lundqvist was still playing. I'm like, that's not true. Let's see. Based on wins, Marty Brodeur is... Oh, my gosh. Where's Martin Brodeur? Brodeur, where are you? Where are you? Oh, Nabokov up there. No, that can't be that far. Oh, no, Marty Brodeur. He's on top. Then behind him is Marc-Andre Fleury, Patrick Waugh, Roberto Luongo, and Ed Belfour. Let's see. I need to see... Record type, save percentage. We look at top save percentage. Let's see. Where does Marty Brodeur rank there? Let me see. Control F. Martin. He is 38th all time in goal and save percentage at a 912. Tied with many others, though. If we take a look at goals against average, and we look at Marty Brodeur, he is 10th at 224. So, Brodeur definitely, again, a top goalie. So, you know, for sure. And the Eastern Conference Wildcard 2 are all ahead of the Pacific Division leader. Oh my gosh, the East is just ridiculous, man. Okay, ooh, I gotta save this. It's a meme template. But yeah, we are ready to rumble here. As we are working our way through this intermission. Okay. But yeah, oh my gosh, the Wolverines just took over Lucas Oil. Man. I guess it makes sense because it's just right over the border. It's not as far as Connecticut. So I guess it makes sense. Okay. So are we still? Yeah, we're still in second period. Okay, they're just showing highlights. I was confused because they're like showing live game with a score bug at the bottom. I'm like, okay, but no, it's just a replay. But yeah. Ooh, 93, bro. What's good? What's good, Sports Predictor? How you doing, bro? Oh, 94. Oh man. Pretty soon, actually, pretty soon, this sub counter, it just hit me. That's not going to be valid pretty soon. That is, oh my gosh. That just hit me because it only uses like 3 significant figures when the API pulls the sub count. So like when you get past 1,000, it only updates like every 10. So it's like, you know, 1,000 or like 1.1K or 1.01K, 1.02K. They only show 3 significant digits. Oh, back to, yep, there we go. But yeah, that's the thing, is that pretty soon I'm gonna have to figure out a new way to have these goals. And that might need to be showing a live sub counter feed on video. Maybe. I have to figure that out because honestly, I didn't think that would be an issue for like at least a year, if not 2, 3, 4 years, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I quite literally thought that this would be a solution for years. I remember Brodeur was a thorn of the Penguins. I just could not beat him. Yeah. That's why I saw myself count go 5.53 to 5.52. Man. I mean, unfortunately, it does happen. You know, it's part of the gig. There was a day where the channel dropped a sub as well. You know, from a period of being either net even or gaining, it dropped a sub. You know, a couple subs. You know, it's just part of the gig. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do that next. So we shall see. We shall see. But yeah, that's kind of my thought. So I'll have to figure that out and see how we're best gonna do that. At least you get over the hurdle. You lose some, you gain a few more back, I suppose. That's good, RFK. That's good. Oh man. Amen. Amen, RFK. And this channel got a big blessing tonight, earlier tonight, when we had that Bruins game, or not Bruins, the Sabres and Lightning game. Great goal at 1K. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are on the road to 1K. We can finally say that. Bro, this was that we did a stream earlier tonight. The Sabres and Lightning game. That was a crazy stream, bro. You should have been there. We had like 40 plus people since the beginning of the first period. And then, or like since like the first few minutes of the first period. And then it just stayed. It stayed. And that leveraged a lot of channel growth. It was crazy. We got to like 130 near the end of the game. Yes, now it's the Kings. But earlier we did that stream and it was just crazy. Also, we got Coney. We got Coney who's going to join us on streams now. That way we can hoist the cone. You're making me cheer for my local team. But yeah, now we got Coney. He's going to cheer on the Pirates whenever they get runs. They didn't do that tonight. Oh man, I was thinking about joining, but I was watching the March Madness final. I get it. I get it. You're too good for this channel. I get it. I get it. No hard feelings. If you had an NHL fantasy team and your goalie selections were Brodeur, or Hasek, I would take probably Brodeur. I think Marty Brodeur is the best overall. Yeah, he'll go from 1K to 1.0K. Exactly. Oh, man, that was the $400 shipping. Bro, I walked into my local Home Depot today on my way back from Best Buy. And I said, you know what? Oh, there goes some call sheets. I said, you know what? I'll drop the $25 and get it here. I'm not going to deal with the stinking shipping and all that. I'll just get a cone while I'm here. So, we got Coney. Everybody say hi to Coney. He is going to be a new valuable member of this channel. Oh, man. But yeah, we shall see. I mean, what I might do is I might just show like a live video feed of a live sub count up there, and then still use the API to determine when we flip up goals. But the code was like $25 plus tax. It was like $27 or something like that. No, it was $25.99 plus tax. So it was like $27 and change or something like that. A snow cone. But yeah, we might just do like a live sub count up there and then use that to just tell us when we've hit major goals or minor goals. That might be the play. That might have to be the play. I have to do some thinking about it. I know something funnier than 24. Let me hear it. 25. The minor goals at 10 at 1K. Yeah, the minor goals are probably going to be 10. But what I'm going to do is so I can know how many subs away we are, I'm probably going to replace this current sub count with a live sub count view. You know what I mean? Like an actual video of a display that has a live sub count. That's probably the best way to go about it. That way we can look up and actually see up there what the exact number is. That might have to be the play. Hey, Sports Breaker, it ain't me. I'm here doing this, but it's you guys and it's him. It's you guys and it's him, man. That are carrying this channel. I'm not good enough to reach. You know what I mean? The adult goals are still 50. They're either gonna be 50 or 100. I don't know. I might put them up to 100. What I might do is until 1500, they might stay 50. But then after that, increment it at 100. I don't know. You know what I mean for knowing the reference? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I know. I watch SpongeBob. Oh, man. Yeah, 1K usually speeds up. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with this channel. I mean, like I said, I don't know what tomorrow holds. I'd love to be able to do this full time, but there are bills that need to be paid, you know? So that's kind of my thing is I would love to be able to do this and leverage this. It's just we got to see what happens. And I know they always say the first 1,000 is always the toughest 1,000. And considering the fact that it took us just 9 months, not even. We're actually only at like just over 7 months. You figure September, October, November, December, January, February, March. This is the 8th month I've done streams multiple times a week. Hard stars when you have one view and you talk to yourself. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I don't do a lot of like, for me, I'd love to be able to do like just those chill streams where I'm just, you know, chatting, maybe doing a game or two, kind of like Penguin Z, Charlie does, Penguin Z0. But you know what I mean? I struggle when it's just one viewer. That's why I do the sport. So I can just, oh, there's nothing going in the chat. We're going to call the game. You know what I mean? Let's see. Who's going to win this game? Welcome, GTR Remy. What do you think? I think the Kings are going to get it. The Kings have been just playing a lot better. Forsberg just has been really locked down. Not that Saros hasn't, but overall the Kings look like they've been playing with more authority throughout this game. So I would take the Kings personally. Yes, sir. Voice critical. Like I would love to be able to do streams like that, but I'm not good at talking to myself when there's nothing going on. So that's why it's like I gotta do something. So I said, you know what, we'll do this. I'm fine covering sports. I'm fine calling play-by-play. And it gives us stuff to do, you know? So, yeah, Roder has 3 Cubs with the Devils, and he went to St. Louis 2014-15 and playing 7 games before his retirement. Nice. So for football's year-round, I'd be close. make close enough to live off of and make most of my money in December? Well, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with this channel, you know? Because I'm going to be pivoting and doing some baseball after Stanley Cup playoffs. And then we're going to be pivoting right back into football again come the fall. And then as soon as the hockey season starts up, we're going to be doing more hockey. So we're probably going to be doing a lot of hockey and football like we did this last fall. Probably doing some football and baseball in September. Most of Charlie's content on stream is playing a game and reading chat. To a point, yeah. But there's also a lot of them where he'll just go in and just chat, you know. But I'm even like doing gaming. You've seen it before. I'm not as good at filling in some of the gaps necessarily. Such a good game. In a Vegas fan, but I want the LA Kings to win. Ah, nice. I gotta say, for me, if it can't be the Penguins, I want the Oilers. If it can't be the Oilers, I want the Kings. I would love to see Kopitar and Doughty get another ring together, you know? Right before their retirements. So here we go to the far side, driving into the offensive end. The Kings with possession taken back by Nashville. Up through center they go to the near side. The Kings get it back. 1.5K, we need President's Call a period. I can't do that. There's a problem with that. It would have to be a video done in post. Because I can't have them live speak. So we'll have to figure that out. Find the script. This ain't football. Oh, man. Over to the near side. The viewers are a big help. Oh, absolutely. Being able to just play off chat's one of my favorite things. Like, that's why I loved that stream we did earlier tonight. That Lightning Sabres game. Because I was just playing off a chat most of the stream, if I'm being honest. Because I was able to just kind of go off of chat's energy to fill in some of those kind of dead zones, you know? Because hockey does have some dead zones. Not as much as football, but definitely some. Like right now, the Predators are flipping it out of their own end. But now they stretch past it and the Kings take it back. Like, again, that's just kind of a dead zone. But the Kings driving the near side, LaFerriere with the puck along the boards. Down into the corner. The far side, taken back by the Preds through center. But taken back by LaFerriere and the Kings of Mikey Anderson along the boards. Flipping it up into the offensive end they go. And it's going to be a whistle, presumably for the offside. Ooh, I got to get more of these bad boys. Ooh, I got a very limited supply of these. I know what I got to do tomorrow. Senators need to win tomorrow at home, but they are playing the Lightning, so I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Man, but yeah, that's the thing. I don't know that I want the Senators to win, though. I personally, as a Penguins fan, I want the Lightning to get the win. Man, let's see. Here we go. Why is the President's logo a tiger? It isn't? I don't think it is. Isn't it just the seal of the President of the United States? Man, who would your Mount Rushmore of NHL centerman be? Oh, man, that's the thing is I don't know necessarily who was always center. Gretzky center? Was the Lightning still in? Oh, yeah. Sabres are in. Oh, man, was Wayne Gretzky center? Was he a center? Yeah, so obviously Gretzky. Sid's in there. NSH, your logo, president thing is making me say president. Oh, Nashville Predators. Speaking of the Predators, from the point, shot loose on the rebound. Chance, he scores. That's going to be number 59, Roman Josi. High in the game, up at 2. Taking a look at Anze Kopitar after that goal. But yeah, I would say because the Sabertooth Tiger was a large natural predator back in the Ice Age. High puck game, yes, high puck game. Huh? Why is it then? I don't know why it's the Sabertooth Tiger. Let's see. Man, that one's sneaking right under the pad, right under the blocker pad of Forsberg. And now back in behind the net to the near side. Josi along the boards. The Kings taking it back. They built a stadium for the Preds. They found a Sabertooth skeleton. Huh. That's cool. But over to the near side, it's going to be taken Brian Dumoulin, passing it up into the offensive end, chasing it down, and no icing as the two collide in the bend, or in the boards. Backing around behind the net, trying to punch it by Yusei No Goals Soros. And over to the far side, down low into the corner, along the boards, near side, top of the zone, into the neutral zone, and back into the offensive end it goes as the Preds take it back. DDP a Nashville fan. Did you know people were calling the Predators versus Oilers series? Bro, that was like, people were online, were like, oh, yo, they won the Diddy Bowl. The Diddy Cup. Oh my gosh. Over to the far side, Willsby playing it around the near side. The Predators out of their own end, back to Willsby again. Up through center. Yo, Quandrew, what's good, bro? Do you think winning? I think the Oilers, no, the Oilers, they're not even playing. Give me the Kings in this one. I think the Kings just are playing a little bit better today, despite the 2 goals that they let up. The Kings are really looking a bit more organized. So I would take the Kings. Yeah, I did. Oh my gosh. That's good, Juan Carlos. Around the near side, at the blue line, and the Kings trying to move it out. The Preds take it back into the offensive end. Back over to the near side, the Kings moving it out the other way, up through center to the offensive end, driving into the corner. Along the boards in front, poked away over to the near side, playing it out. Oh, man. Let's see here. Boom. We don't need that. We don't need politics in this chat. Sorry, Juan Carlos, but we don't need politics in this chat. At least in that manner. But here we go. Over to the far side. The Predators cycling it around top of the zone. Was Mark Messier at center, or was he one of the forwards? I don't know. I'd have to take a look. The next break in the action here. Over to the far side. A lot of Kings players on a minute-plus shift. Linus, Ward, Daddy, Anderson. Now they're going to get people off. So here we go. Working it around the near side. The Kings trying to send it out. Let me take a look here. Mark Messier. Mark Messier. A little bit of pushing and shoving there. LaFerriere getting into a Yossi. Messier was a center. So yeah, he'd definitely be up there. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, RFK. What are we gonna do with you? Coney, do you want to handle this? People are gonna think I'm crazy on the internet because I'm talking to a freaking traffic cone. Oh man. Let's see here. Again, just kind of taking a look as we have some time on X. Oh man. Let us see. Himself, Jason, now look at what he does. Hi, Coney. Oh my gosh. Bro, we love Coney here. We are going to love Coney. We are going to learn to love Coney. He is a valuable part of this community. He's been here for so long. Not giving Coney a comfy chair. Wow. We don't have another one of these chairs. We don't have another one of these. And I ain't giving up my chair. Nuh-uh. This is my chair. It's my chair. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I get the grandma chair. Grims can stand. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell Dad that next time he joins the stream. Which, by the way, he did commit. We called him in during the end of the last stream. He is committing. He's gonna have, actually, he wants you guys to vote out of the games I'm planning on covering, which game you guys want to see him cover a full period for. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there. It's gonna be in your hands. All right. He'll regret his choice. Oh my gosh. But here we go, ready to rumble. Face-off going to be won by the Preds out to the far side along the boards. But no, it's going to be this, like, one of this coming week. So into the offensive end, far side boards, down into the corner. And trying to free it up. Over to the near side, going to get moved back by the Kings. Bring it out of the zone. Yeah, I'm gonna do something like this on the next streaming schedule, but he can call a Stanley Cup Finals game if Yins get this channel to 1K subs around the time of the finals. So he'll call a full game, not just a period, in the Stanley Cup. Man, you're making call a must-win game for the Pens. That will make them. That will lose badly. Oh my gosh. Over to the near side, down low. I think I know you guys are gonna choose a Pens game, so over to the far side, the Preds up into the offensive end near side, working with it now off the stick of Marchessault. Not able to go. And along the boards again. Puck gets freed up, and the King is gonna move it out off of Kopitar. Back down low in front of the net, moving it out now the far side. What kind of pen do you use? I use a bunch of different pens. Free indeed, saying hi, Dad. This isn't Dad. Dad's not dead. Oh, man. This is Coney. So here we go, the Kings with it to the near side in the neutral zone, dumping it into the offensive end behind the net of Juuse Saros to the near side. And here come the Predators, moving it up through center with a chance. Into the offensive end, they're driving. Far side, behind the net to the near, along the boards. And moving it up. Oh, man. Let's see, from 1925 to 1930, the Penguins were once the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yes, they were. Yes, they were. Cody Ceci to the near side. Brian Dumoulin connecting, and along the boards tied up. Evangelista trying to take that puck away, but it gets launched up into center, taken back by the Preds. Out of it now to the near side, into the offensive end, working with it down low, wrestling away that puck, and the Kings trying to get it back. They will. Man, hey, you need to commit to the channel. Hey, I am, bro. Oh, man. Get rid of one of your eyes and wear an eye patch. No, I'm not gonna be a pirate. You are a pirate. You're Harviddle-dee-dee. Being a pirate is alright to me. Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. The Kings threatening to the near side in front. Shot goes wide. Over to the far side now. The Predators moving it out of the zone into the offensive end, but the Kings getting it back. Joel Edmondson along the boards, tied up for that puck. How many? No, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. I would need 100 billion. That's never gonna happen. Over to the near side of the offensive end, taken back by the Kings and kicked right back at. Over to the far side now, into the offensive end. The Pred shot loose going behind the net. Over to the near side. Oh man, top of the zone. Shot goes high and wide to the far side. Only no. You gotta start paying rent for your subscribers. Oh man. Well, you know, we'll see. I'm looking to see what this channel does. Who knows? Who knows what the good Lord does with this channel, you know? Something I'd love to do, and I've confessed it in prayer multiple times. This is something I would love to do as a full-time thing. The money just needs to make money, or the money just needs to make sense. No one's gonna laugh? Okay, I didn't deserve it for that. And over to the far side, the Kings with possession, top of the zone. Working it from the point out to the far side. Over to the near, nobody home. Byfield having to give chase. The Predators coming up the other way, but it's a 2-on-3. They're just gonna dump and change. So, moving it around now. Over to the near side, the Kings trying to get it out of there. And up on into the offensive end come the Kings, back in behind the net of Saros to the far side. Oh, man. And the Preds going to end up icing the puck. Okay, they're stepping away for a half commercial break. Okay. Bring tree back. Will Coney be on top? I don't think Coney will fit. If the Angel didn't fit, Coney certainly ain't gonna fit. Coney's too tall. Look at how tall Coney is. He's sitting on my shoulder. Coney ain't gonna fit. But that's okay, Coney. Some people have a big size and they use it well. Don't take that out of context. I know the internet. Over to the far side and into the neutral zone. Look at your throwback in your jersey. It looks ugly. The most bumblebees. Those can go die in a fire. There is a special pit of hell for them. So here we go. Wing to wing now. The Kings from the top of the zone. Driving it in. And back over to the near side. Edmondson lets it rip and gloved by Soros. No, don't you dare clip that. No. Bad chat. Bad chat. Oh, man. Let us see here. Let us see. Just taking a look again as we have some time here. On X. With show cramps. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Let's see. Let us see here. Oh my gosh, bro. Okay. So again, just kind of taking a look here as we have some time. If there's any news to be wary of, or to be wary of here. Do we actually have an update? We do. The Sharks winning 3-2 final over the Chicago Blackhawks. And a big one there. Okay. So yeah, we shall see here. Bro, my foot is still sore today. I went ice skating today and I got myself some new skates. The problem is they haven't broken in. I've worn them like 4 or 5 times, but they haven't broken in yet. So like, they are a pain on my foot. That bright yellow jersey that the Penguins wear almost looks like the Predators' yellow jerseys they wear for home games. A little bit, but I do kind of like it. I do kind of like it. So let's see. Let us see. Face off to the near side, top of the zone. The Kings sending it back on in behind the net. Wrapping it around now to the far side, clearing it up. Here come the Predators along the far side, down low. Centering pass, shot, not gonna go. And that puck clears itself all the way out. Over to the far side. And now up on into the offensive end, driving it. Stammer pass deflected into the neutral zone. Getting back on it is going to be Shea. And out of his own end, the Kings trying to rip it away. They do. Passing, centering, driving down Lawton. Wrapping around near side towards Corey Perry. Losing control of it, but the Kings get it right back to the near side, and the puck goes out of play. Chinese food versus crazy French mob's foods. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we shall see here. We shall see. Go ahead and get a little reload here. Taking a look at our poll over there in the chat for the record. We got 38 votes on that poll, man. That's crazy. We are splitting 55-45 in favor of the Nashville Predators. And here we go. Moving it out now into the Predators' offensive end, but it's going to be a Nashville icing. Okay. Let me see here. Let me go over here and see what we're doing. We are rolling 6:44 to go here in regulation. Okay. Looking at the last 2 times these teams met this season. Let me go ahead and take a look here. The last 2 times these teams met, we went to a shootout. 5-4 was the final. I don't think we're in stock for a 5-4 final, but we could be in for another shootout. And again, the game's only 4 pims being served by the Kings. In that quick Scott Lawton and Mikey Anderson bing, boom, boom. So here we go. Tied up in the near corner, down low in the Kings' offensive end. Trying to move it around now. And trying to free it up. Still tied up along the boards, down low as we cross 6.5 to go in regulation. Moving it down behind the net to the far side. Joel Armia looking for some help. Sending it down behind the net further. Kicked away there by Miles Wood. Top of the zone, the Kings with it. Sending it down low into the corner. Preds getting on top of it, but the Kings able to tie it up again. And now the Preds going to move it the other way with some speed. 2-on-2. They dump it in. And giving the chase to the near side, the Kings trying to work with that puck, trying to get that puck out of there. And now into the corner, near side, all the fans getting in there. And who won? I don't know, bro. Probably Chinese, if I'm being honest. But here we go, to the far side, flipping it up into the offensive end, near side corner. Taken back by Barron, up through the center area of the defensive end, up into the offensive end it goes. To the near side corner, kicked around out to the far side by the Kings, along the boards, through center into the offensive end of the Kings, but the Preds get it back. Oh man, I meant in the last game between these two. Oh, the last times these teams played, they were both won by Nashville in a 5-4 shootout. And it's going to be icing on the Predators. Okay. Take a look there at Anze Kopitar. Second most won faceoff since 96-97, ahead of Patrice Bergeron, passing him tonight. But still about, 1,300 away from Sidney Crosby. So up to the top of the zone, sending it down low behind the net. Near side, the Kings still in the offensive end. Moving it around along the boards towards the top of the zone. And sending it back down again. Working it around now in the corner towards the near side. The Predators clearing the zone with a chance. And taken back here by the Kings. At to the far side, into the offensive end they'll go. Back on in behind the net of Saros to the far side along the boards. Top of the zone, kicked at by the Predators. And the Kings get it to the near side into their own end again. Goes Anze Kopitar. And now over to the near side along the boards. The Preds get it back, sending it down low. And the Kings clearing it back out again. Working with it now, it's the Predators. That's going to be from Yossi into the offensive end and gloved by Forsberg. All right. So there we go. Ready to roll. Yo, Daybot! Daybot! You're freaking awesome, man. Only 2 subs away from 910, so he does have a point. If yins are not subscribed, go down below the stream. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't, and drop a sub. Maybe we can hit that 910 goal tonight, which is bonkers. We started the night at 879. We are 1 sub away from 30 subs gained tonight. Daybot calling out Nightbot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. But yeah, we shall see here. Yo, Brian! Brian, you real G, man. You awesome, bro. You're freaking awesome, man. And wow, that's crazy. Who's the better bot? I gotta say, Daybot. I didn't have to set up Daybot. I didn't have to coordinate anything. Daybot just came in and said the words. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. You guys are freaking amazing. Much love to Allians. Much love to Allians. Up to 911 subscribers. That is crazy. This road to 1K might be a short-lived road. Oh, yeah, Kings win now 100% sub. Yes, sir, GTR Remy. Oh, now pay up. I want $400 per message. I'm sorry, I got student loans to pay. The channel's not making money yet. Yeah, Muhammad Ali in his prime and Mike Tyson in his prime. Who wins? That's a good one. That could go either way. I'd probably have to go with Muhammad Ali, though. Probably. Not knowing as much of fighting, but that's probably what I would have to say. I'll send you my Mafia. I'll send my Mafia after you. Oh, man. What's good, free indeed? His channel rocks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Ali minus his ears. You got a point, RFK. You got a point. So a nice save by Forsberg there. 4:10 to go here in regulation. A 2-2 game going on right now as we are rolling our way through this game. Taking a look at the next telecast for the Kings is going to be Thursday at 7 or Pacific, which we might be live for. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, sir, Daybot. Oh my gosh. Over to the near side, down low, out to the far side, kicked out by the Kings, up through center they go, taken by Nashville. To the near side, into the offensive end is Miles Wood, looking for some help, puck goes loose. Wood into the corner, moving it around towards the top of the zone, but it's going to be tied up in the Kings. Get it back the other way, flipping it in by Trevor Moore, chasing it down to the far side, trying to wrap it around near side. Can they? No, I'm not Daybot. I am not Daybot, bro. Oh, man. Over to the near side, again along the boards, down low, cycling it around towards the top of the zone, and kicked at by the Predators. Chasing it down, and the Kings get it back out of their own end. Ready to roll. Now to the near side, into the offensive end, chasing it down, beating it out is going to be Jared Wright. And over to the far side, the puck gets tied up along a bunch of bodies. The Kings coming away, centering pass to the top of the zone. Edmonton with a shot, goes high and wide to the far side. Along the boards, down low towards the near. Going to be taken by Yossi. Along the boards, wing to the far side. Moving it up now through center. Into the offensive end and chasing it down. No icing. Played by Forsberg to the near side. Stamkos, quick shot. Another shot by the Preds. Not able to go, and the puck goes out of play. A nice quick 1-2 from Stammer. Immediately followed up by Tyson Jost. Wow. Wow. That first one actually didn't even make it to Forsberg. It actually went off of the body of Brant Clark. But still, a 1-2 bing, bang, boom. Man. But here we are, ready to rumble. 2:44 to go here in the period. I'm hungry. Got any washers and screws? The best I got is Coney, and you're not eating Coney. We just got him today. Well, I guess the positive is we add another overtime to the history books. If it goes that way, go Kings, go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Kings are my second team out of the West. I want the Oilers because I have a connection to them. But, no, not the laptop. Not the laptop. Nuh-uh. Off limits. Off limits. Oh, man. But, I mean, the Kings are my second team. If not the Oilers, who I have a connection to because I spent 4 years watching their ECHL team in person. But if not the Oilers, I want the Kings. I want one last ride for Daddy and Kopitar together to get another ring. Because that would be awesome. That would be awesome to see. Guys will have to take over the world. Oh, well. Oh, man, you're freaking awesome, man. You're awesome. Over to the near side, it's the Predators trying to get possession in the offensive end, driving it around from the point of pass. A shot denied by Forsberg. Evangelista gets on it on the far side, sends it down behind the net. Over to the near side, puck goes loose. Corey Perry flipping it up, or not Corey Perry, that's Artemi Panarin. Corey Perry. We were just calling another game. And Oilers and Kings, you're killing me, Smalls. I'm sorry, RFK. I got a connection to Edmonton. And I like Anze Kopitar and Drew Doughty, bro. I like the two of them. I want to see them get another ring before they retire. After this year, it could be Vegas all the way. Oh, man. But here we go. Wing to the far side. The Preds out of their own end. Flipping it up through center and into the offensive end for the Kings. Lehero. And going to move it around the near side. I want to see a Vegas ring again. I know you do. Next year. So here we go. Puck played by Nashville out of their own zone. And we haven't had one since our 8th season. Oh no, since your 8th season, which was like what, 2-3 years ago? And the Kings shot on Forsberg, under a minute to go. Working with it now, the Kings giving it a chase out of their own end. On the far side is Doughty, moving it up. Drew Doughty passing it up into the offensive end. 27 seconds to go. Up to the top of the zone. LaFerriere driving it around. Puck taken back by the Preds. Here comes a 3-on-3 chance with speed into the offensive end. Over to the... Here's a Biden administration. That ended 2 years ago. And here we go. The Kings over to the near side. Actually, it only ended like a little over a year ago. But with that, the Predators are content with taking this to overtime through 1. And we've got overtime with a score. The Nashville Predators 2, the LA Kings 2. Shots on goal, 29 for the Preds and 26 for the Kings. Hey, but I have a better way of getting subs, Cough. Oh, man. You're awesome, man. You are freaking awesome. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream and you're not subscribed, go below the stream, drop a sub, drop a like. We are on the road to 1,000 subs officially as of tonight when we cross 900 subscribers. But now I gotta update the camera because if I stand, I'm decapitated. But we always stand for overtime. So I gotta move the camera. That's the thing. I need to get 2 cameras, one set higher than the other, so I can just switch between cameras. You know what I mean? I gotta do that. At some point. So that's probably gonna be one of the first upgrades I pay for the channel. But we'll see when that happens. Oh my gosh, I almost just spilled a bunch of Coke Zero. Summer Day, or your family goes on a vacation like Maduro. Oh man, these kids are gonna give me a heart attack. Oh, once that it, but hey, once is enough. Once enough. I'm sure there's plenty of people that pop in and out of these streams that aren't subbed. That's why we gotta say it. So here we go. Man, 3 straight games past regulation for the Kings. All 3 games this season against the Preds have gone to extra time. The first 2 went to a shootout. We might be in store for another shootout coming up here. We'll see. But both teams getting a point, going to put them both ahead of San Jose. The question is, who's going to get that 83rd point, which could put them in the race with Utah, depending on how Utah finishes out their season. They haven't been looking real hot as of late, so we'll see. Utah is not as high and mighty right now, as these teams are getting closer and closer and closer. And these extra points are going to kill them. These extra points are going to kill Utah. But here we go. Speaking of the Capitals, what's their regular season series against the Pens? And did Ovi score any of them? Let me see here. See, if you have a heart attack, I'm not responsible. Afternoon bot will kill me. I'm hungry for duckies. Well, we'll see. 32nd overtime game this year for the Kings. That is... Uh-oh. I was trying to adjust my monitor and I accidentally turned it off. But Doughty working out of his own end. Trying to move it up, and now to the near side, Doughty. Wing to wing, over to Kempe. Passing it up around to the offensive end, back to the neutral zone. Possession is everything in overtime. You don't want to get too greedy. Artemi Panarin working now in the zone, passing back right to Ryan O'Reilly, and the Preds get possession. That's going to be Roman Josi with the puck. And back to Ryan O'Reilly to the offensive end, driving it around now to Philip Forsberg, over to Josi, nobody home. Josi takes it back into the neutral zone. Doughty. His name is Doughty. Drew Doughty, so Doughty. As it's going to be Holla driving the net, he gets taken out. And over to the near side, Kempe. Preds fans going to want a penalty on that one. Passing it up to Artemi Panarin, over to Kempe. Back to Panarin with a chance, working it around the near side. Also out there is Brant Clark for the Kings. Going to pass to Clark over to the near side. The Kings go for a change. Byfield and Laferriere hopping on as Clark circles around the offensive end, circling a shark, circling a predator in the ice. Working it around. Friendly reminder, yes, sir. Oh my gosh. You hate some screws. Laferriere to the near side. Byfield working with it. Going to take it back into the neutral zone. Working it around. Don't do drugs, kids, or you'll end up like Nightbot. Oh, you're freaking awesome, man. You're freaking awesome. Laferriere driving around the net to the far side. Back to the top of the zone to Doughty. Drew Doughty. Over to center ice to Anze Kopitar. Passing back to Byfield. William Byfield moving it up into the offensive end with speed. Driving shot. Loose in front of Forsberg after the denial. Man. Working it around now is going to be Miles Wood. Working it from behind his own net. With a chance out to the far side. And going to send it now to Marchessault. Moving it up now. Man, Nightbot. I'm the better brother. Oh, man. Philip Forsberg now up on into the offensive end. Driving the net. Not able to get a shot off. And into the near corner. That's going to be Drew Doughty. Moving it up. Over to Trevor Moore, into the offensive end, looking for some help. Passing across to Panarin, driving in, looking for somewhere to go. Shot denied, loose to the far side. Marchessault getting the puck. Over to the near side to Shea. Shea with the puck, Panarin trying to take it away from Shea, but Shea holds on to the puck. He lives to fight another day. Over to Philip Forsberg, into the offensive end from the point. Driving, near side, passing across, shot, denied, wide of the net, Forsberg to the far side, and the puck gets cleared out. Oh, man, where's Mama Roma this 1 a.m. morning? Oh, she's upstairs. But here we go. That's going to be Panarin flipping it up to Kempe, and Stammer taking it back. Steven Stamkos out of his own end, working with it now to the far side, up through center, into the offensive end, 1:43 to go in overtime. From the point, Roman Josi to the near side to Stammer. Stammer looking for some help over to Josi, and he's going to get it back into the neutral zone. Everybody's got to tag up. 90 seconds left in this overtime period. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Ryan O'Reilly passing to Shea. Shot loose in front and going to go wide to the far side for Laferriere. Moving it up now. That's going to be Alexis Laferriere. Or moving it up. Yeah, it's Alex Laferriere. Driving the net. Cycling around. Top of the zone to Doughty. Moving it around from the point. Drew Doughty. Looking for some help. And passing back ultimately to Byfield. Out there as well, Panarin. Byfield driving to the far side, losing the puck briefly. That said, sub or die. Yeah, but if you guys are enjoying the stream, man, we're 45 seconds to go in overtime. Drop a like, drop a sub. We do this for a lot of NHL games, and we're going to do it all playoff long. As Shea with the puck now for Nashville. Over to the far side. Moving it up now through the defensive end. They're going to take it back. Yeah, we are on the road to 1K subs, so, you know, every little bit does help us. Every little bit. You don't think it's much, but it's 0.1% of our way to the goal. And driving down near side, Wood towards Forsberg, denied, and Artemi Panarin takes it 17, 16, 15, to Trevor Moore, 13. Around the near side, we might be getting a shootout again, folks. That's Kempe, top of the zone, 7, 6, Kempe driving 5, shot denied, 2, 1, and we've got a shootout again. These teams have gone to a shootout the 2 other times they've met, and we've got another shootout between these two teams. Oh my word. These two teams, man, 3 games played against each other, 3 shootouts. When's the last time that's happened? Washington is still in the hunt, but it's not likely. Not likely to do anything here. But speaking of which, Pens Capitals. Oh, I'm in the wrong keyboard. Pens Capitals. Actually, the Penguins haven't played the Capitals? No, they have. 2025 to 2026 season. I'm trying to find your answer for you. Let me see. April 11, 2026. They did play one other time. It was in Pittsburgh where the Pens won 5-3. And in that game, Ovi got an assist on a Dylan Strome goal, assist on a Rasmus Sandin goal, and that was it. So 2 assists. Who has the better goalie? Well, it's really tight. I mean, Jussi Saros can be really good, but same can Anton Forsberg. We'll see here. Who won the last shootout? Both shootouts were won by Nashville, winning the games in a 5-4 fashion. But here comes Trevor Moore. First round of the shootout. He's 3 for 7 on the season. Ready to roll. Moving it up now, taking that puck at center to the goalie's right. Centering now in the offensive end, driving with speed. He is denied as Saros loses his stick. Man, I can smell you aren't subbed. Uh-oh. Depends if the Kings win. Oh, man. But both teams have really formidable goalies. So, here we go with it now. Going to be Ryan O'Reilly on the chance on Anton Forsberg. Driving now to the net from Forsberg's left. Cycling around. Shot is gloved by Anton Forsberg. By the way, Jussi Saros does have 2 wins against the Kings in shootouts this year. So, just saying. Just saying. If they lose, you know the rules. And so do I. So here we go. Adrian Kempe with the puck. Through center to the goalie's right. Driving in, slowing down. And going to go with some speed. Flips it in. He scores. Adrian Kempe with the goal. So here we go. Now pressure shot for the Preds. This is to prevent a game-winning shot in the third shootout round. So we'll see. No, my sniffer's never wrong. Yo, what's good, baseball? How you doing, bro? And a quick shot denied. He lost the puck. Oh my gosh, Philip Forsberg lost the puck into Anton Forsberg. So the Kings have the advantage. This next shot is for the game. Yeah, Forsberg tried to move. He tried to move Anton Forsberg to his right and then flip it around the left, and he just lost the puck. So for the win, here comes your chance, Artemi Panarin. Driving with speed on Saros. He flips, he shoots, he's wide. No good. So a save extends the shootout. And here we go. Man. Let's see, his next shot's for the sub. It is! It is! So here we go. Waiting on this shootout round here. A save wins it, a goal extends it. Driving to the net is Evangelista to the goalie's right or left. Driving in, he shoots. He loses it. He's denied. Kings win. 3-2 is your final score here from Los Angeles, from Crypto.com Arena. A big win for the LA Kings, getting a huge win, keeping them in the playoff hunt and right on in the playoff race as we move through this last last week and a half really of the season. A big one. Baseball, yes, sir. If you guys did enjoy the coverage tonight, do me a huge favor. Right below the stream, just scroll a couple inches, and check and make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, drop a sub to this channel, man. We do NHL coverage all the time on this channel, as much as we can. We'll also be doing some baseball after NHL playoffs, and then some football when football season starts back up, and then back again to hockey as well. We cover it all. So, make sure you guys are subscribed if you aren't already. Much love again to all yins today. Man, who's I forgot to call off the hitman? Oh, man, good night, baseball. Thank you for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it, bro. But, yeah. Amen, RFK. Amen. But with that being said, I do think it's a late night. I need to get a few more things done before I go to bed. So I do think I probably should wrap up this stream here pretty quickly. Yo, Remy! You are freaking awesome, man. You are freaking awesome. Hold on. Let me double check something real quick. Hold on. Before we go, Remy, you are freaking awesome. You are freaking awesome. Man, awesome. I appreciate that, bro. You didn't have to do that. I thought you were just looking to sub. You're freaking awesome. Man. Much love. You will have also access now to help control what I stream. Because during the weeks for streaming schedules, I will be releasing polls to members only of the channel. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because that is something that I do use for a couple of streams a week, 1 to 2 a week, give or take. So, yeah. I'm calm. My paycheck. His sniffer was wrong. Oh, man. Here, you know what? Do I have a shiny quarter? Do I have a shiny quarter? There we go. A shiny quarter. Because after YouTube takes their cut, that might be $1. Or not $1, it'll be like, you know, or $1.40. But still, I appreciate that, man. Every little bit really does help, bro. I really do appreciate it. I make this content free for everyone forever, but always that stuff is appreciated, bro. Live stream, well, thank you. Thank you. Yum quarter. Oh, man. But yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. But with that being said, I do think we're going to wrap it up here, because I do got to get a couple things done. It is 1:30 a.m. here on the East Coast, and I want to wake up at a relatively reasonable time tomorrow. So if you guys did enjoy, drop a like, drop a sub. Much love again to you, Remy. Much love, bro. And with that, I'll catch you guys not tomorrow. Wednesday's our next stream. Let me double check the streaming schedule real quick before we sign off for the night. I'll send it in the Discord server as well. The next stream will be the Edmonton Oilers taking on the San Jose Sharks. That's going to be on Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you can tune in for that. And I will catch you guys then. Peace out and have a good one. Good night, Remy. Good night, Daybot. Good night, RFK.